Welcome to the Inglorious Bards. This is Adventure 39. Well, that is a lot of adventuring. We're excited to be here, coming to you live on twitch.tv/IngloriousBards. You can check us out every Tuesday, join the chat, make fun of us, see what's going on in the adventure, see and vote who gets the hero points each Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific. Thanks so much for checking us out. Don't forget, you can also drop by our website, ingloriousbards.com, to access our Discord, as well as our Patreon and a whole bunch of other good stuff. Without further ado, let's get a recap of what happened last session from Jeremy.
Okay, so we were pretty convinced that we died. At the beginning of the last session, there was an amazing story of the heroes trying to escape through the Nexus portal, even though Sir Brenrose died in the process, sacrificing himself so that we could get away. We apparently weren't fast enough, and Charice was able to rip into the fortress and blast us with an icy breath that bounced off of the Nexus portal, and all of us got encased in ice. For not one, not two, not three, but 4 months, we were stuck in there until finally Callian Varro came and rescued us, helped us complete the spell and get back to the Nexus portal. From there, she apparently could see multiple futures and was indicating that this is one of the ways that we might be able to save the realm that we're a part of. But we were now back in Mirskan, back with the king, and so we were able to say parting words for Brenrose and let the Order of the Vigilant know and send word to his queen in Calavier. And then we went to the king to let him know what had happened and what we had found out about. And turns out that wasn't necessary. He was very aware of Charice. In fact, the entire world was. All of Verenn was under a wintry, blankety snow, and a great storm was coming. And there was a multiple assaults and onslaughts happening. While we were working our way out and trying to find the next path to follow, Callian Varro's advice rang in our ears as a dwarf spoke up and indicated that there was only one true way to go. His name was Bali. And Bali joined our team, and we decided to start heading north to Iberon to take the fight back to Charice and do our best to make sure that we could rid the world of her impending doom. On the way, though, we needed to find some information at Port Rising, and we were kind of bound to help out Cabal and see if we can fulfill her promise and help her to get June Cartland off of his throne, his tiny throne as the mayor of Port Rising and this pirate king. While we were seeking our way to get into them, we ran into Fiel, who was in charge of the One-Eyed Squid, I believe, and she was able to get us down into Juke Cartland's stronghold completely unannounced, completely by surprise, where we were on our way to either end him or meet our own end. And that's where we left off. So that's it. We're in there now, and the battle's about to start. So let the adventure begin.
The old monk looks out from the windswept temple. He sees snow-covered peaks of the storm range for miles around, home to the Temple of the Three Winds. It has been a long time since he's been back, and the sight of the beautiful temple warms his heart. Another catfolk monk approaches. Master Yaru, they are gathered now and ready to speak.
Very well.
Yaru looks out at the snowy mountains again. He cannot remember a wind as chilling as this one in many years. Yaru walks across the smooth stones of the temple courtyard, too cold for students to be practicing their maneuvers. He walks into an interior chamber, picks up an ornate mallet, and taps an old heavy bell. Its gong reverberates through the small room, and each of the masters sitting cross-legged within nod at Yaru's arrival.
Masters, it is good to see you once again. I only wish it was under better circumstances.
An older monk smiles and nods at Yaru. It is a good day to see the return of Master Yaru within these walls. It has been too long since you last left us. Yaru takes a seat on the ground in the circle of masters and raises an eyebrow upon seeing his student Tarai sitting with them. The old master notices the look. Young Tarai has recently completed his training and joins us today as a master at his first gathering.
Well done, and well deserved, Tarai. Your years of dedication and resilience have brought you far.
I owe my former teacher much in getting here, though I should have been sitting amongst you much sooner, had my former teacher been present and not gone the last 6 months, delaying my final test. As that may be, we seek news from you, Master Yaru, particularly about the threat of the Dragon Queen, Char-Ice. What have you learned in your travels?
As you know, the Ice Dragon and her Koleum army has launched a coordinated attack. What I have gathered is that she has struck at the northern kingdoms of Verenn. The strength of her army grows with each cold day. King Phaon is preparing the defenses of Navarre. The dwarves withdraw to their holds and will not fight, while Iveron holds the line against the Koleum forces. And the gravest concern is that there has been no sign recently of Char-Ice herself. No doubt she waits for the right time to strike.
We thank you for sharing what you know. We have learned that the decayed kingdom of Dakareth has been taken. Calavier sends her knights north into Stone Dell to block any assault coming from the remains of the Byzantine Empire. But this news may not be all grave. There is perhaps another view to see. Yaru cannot hide his confused look.
I do not understand your meaning. How could this not be grave news? The fate of Verenn is at stake.
There has been some talk while you've been gone, Master Yaru. Talk of the strength and power shown by these Koleum dragonkin and their queen. Talk of Char-Ice's goals. That perhaps her intent comes from a place not fully understood. We must focus on what her true meaning is.
True meaning? What is there to understand? Her army slaughters the people of the world. They will topple each kingdom one by one until all of Verenn is covered in bitter cold and chaos.
The former student, young Master Tarai, interrupts Yaru and looks at him sternly across the temple floor. You lack wisdom in this, and many things. While you have been off adventuring, I have been busy gathering information about this dragon from old scrolls and wise sages. What you do not know is that Char-Ice once laid claim to Verenn long, long ago. These lands were hers. She was beaten back by the 5 kings of the Chaloran sovereignty generations ago and forced into exile in a corner of the world. Jarvain was less her kingdom and more a prison. She is returning now, not bent on wild destruction, but on restoring the world to what it once was.
Do my ears deceive me? Or are you truly advocating for this dragon to kill the people of this world? Unstopped, she will lay dominion over Verenn once again.
You see this through old eyes and not for what is truly happening.
I cannot believe what is truly happening within these temple walls right now. All of you here agree with this wild idea?
The other monks in the circle look away from Yaru. It is no wild idea. It is the truth. We must respect Charice's efforts to restore the balance to what it once was. There is nothing more precious to us here at the temple than balance. She has shown discipline, remaining focused all these years in Jarvain, and she shows great strength with her army and her own abilities. We see her restoring balance, maintaining focus, and wielding strength.
This is madness.
These are our beliefs. Balance, focus, strength. You do remember the tenets of our 3 winds, don't you?
Oh, I do not need reminding of the 3 winds from the likes of you. My allies and I will not stop until the Colium forces are no more and Charice is forced back to Jarvain. We will not be stopped by any army, any dragon, or any foolish monks sitting high above it all in this temple.
Then you are a fool, Yaru.
That is Master Yaru.
Master Yaru stands up, straightens his robe, and walks back out into the cold temple courtyard of the mountaintop retreat. As he does so, his form fades away and his image is blown away like smoke in the breeze. The essence of Yaru is caught up in a cold wind before racing down the mountainside, through peaks and valleys, across Navarre, through the Syrian forest, past the small town of Edlinholm, past Moss Haven on the coast, and out across the ocean, up to a large island in the middle of the shimmering sea, before gently blowing through a hatch in a fine wooden ship, where the true body of Master Yaru rests. He sits comfortably, unmoving, with eyes closed, facing the hull of the ship. As the wind enters Yaru's mouth, he takes a deep breath and his body moves once again. A young ship hand, also below deck, nearly drops the barrel in his hands when the old monk lashes out in frustration and punches the hull with tremendous force. Wood splinters scatter, revealing a fist-sized hole in the side of the ship. The monk breathes heavily again to calm himself. He hears Fiel calling out from the dock that everything is ready and the rest of his friends getting prepared. It is time to storm the hideout here at Port Rising. The monk stands up, straightens his robe again, and turns to the young ship hand.
Tell Captain Gregard to look into the state of his hull. We have much work to do and may need to leave soon.
The heroes gather with Fiel, who takes them to the top of the island. There she waits for the 2 ogres and their master to wrap cruel chains around a huge tree, a special tree that groans in pain as the chains cut into its bark. The tree unravels its roots, revealing a hidden drop into the hideout of the pirate king Jun Cartlin. The heroes race out of hiding and dive into the branch-like hands of the tree. The branches gently lower them down into the darkness below. They are left in a room with decorative pools of water, smoky lamps, and several guards who are stunned to see the 6 heroes suddenly arrive without notice. Get them! Kill them all! The guards draw weapons, magic flashes, and we have a battle, my friends. I am sharing the map now.
Is this about you guys for the last time?
Yes!
Yeah, where do you think we were?
I don't know. I was sitting in the tree.
Yeah, we know. Screwing around.
Well, I was yarding, making sure no one else is after us.
Mm-hmm.
We're what?
Yarding. Be in the yard.
Guarding.
Gardening? In the
Yes.
yard?
Yes.
I don't understand why
This
you
is not a
can't
time for
understand him.
gardening.
Speaks perfect common to me.
Although I am supportive of gardening in general.
All right, here's what we have. We have essentially a 10, 20, 30, 40, a 40 by 100 foot room with a couple of broad pillars on the outsides and a duplicate mirrored on the other side with a pool of water that separates the 2 of them. This is a slightly smoky lamp-lit room with some harsh shadows. There's some crates. There's a desk. This is may have been a prettier place used from some other function. Right now, it is held by some guards. There is one that is close to you guys. You guys are on the southern section of this map. There's one maybe just 25 feet to your right near the door. He's got his weapon out and is charging in. And you also see a spell casting witch. She is across in the mirrored section on the other side of the pool, about maybe, I don't know, 50, 60 feet away. And that's where we're at right now.
The guard,
As
charging
always,
at us-
Vital Beacon is active, so.
To the guard that's charging at us, Piercy takes out his sword and is,
After you.
Okay. And Piercy gets his special bonus and will drop to last initiative place, but that does give him panache. And, we have Shunka, who is also joining us. Shunka goes after Sildren. And we have a new character on the board, and that is Bali Ashbeard. And Bali just rolled fantastic with a total of 36 and goes first.
whoa.
Oh my.
We're anxious to see what Molly's capable of.
After you, Bolly!
Lightning.
What?
What am I seeing here? I'm seeing that. I don't see much from where I'm at. Bali very proudly and heavily steps forward.
His full move speed of 10.
Boom, boom, boom. And with an action, he can hold an action. Is that correct?
Yes, maybe. We don't use these very often. There's ready and then there's delay. You want to do a ready, is that correct?
I would like to do a ready.
All right, for a ready, it costs you 2 actions, and you have to declare a trigger and what you will do.
Oh, okay.
And it's a 1 action response.
So okay,
Such
I see how-
as
I
I'm
see how it works.
gonna have my crossbow pointed at the door. If anyone comes through there, I shoot. That type of thing.
Got it. I haven't started this. So essentially, he's going to delay and will use shield upon any aggression that starts to happen
To shield himself.
to shield himself.
All right. I'm making the Twitch map bigger for the screen and moving it up. There we go. So our viewers should get a better look at it there. Perfect. Okay. All right. That is good. Next up is the mercenary, and it's not even the one you see. It is one who comes out from the northwest. He's maybe 20 feet away from the group and sees Bali and just charges right at you. I need to know his move speed. I assume it's a fantastically normal 25. Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. He can get right on you with 2 freaking actions. He just ran out of move. He comes right up to you and comes slicing down with his sword, and
That would trigger my action then?
Yeah, oh man. You prepare an action, choose single action. If the trigger occurs before you choose the action as a reaction. Yes. You
Okay.
cast shield. Nice. Okay.
Sweet.
It's just very stylish. And,
All right. It's a jolly shield, and
It's a
you
jolly
are
shield.
you are attacked with. How do I not do that? Let me get out of edit mode. First roll of the night is by this guy. Normal. What is happening? Hold on, having some weird trouble. There we go. With a 42 to hit.
A 42 is a critical.
Ooh! Welcome to the campaign, Bali. Holy moly!
And he's dead.
All right.
42. Wow.
No. What?
I would have
Oh,
put
yeah,
it
hold
called
on. Sorry.
Burnrose.
You take 48 points of slashing damage. This brutal critical hit.
All right.
Now you can shatter your shield to absorb some of that damage if you look at your shield ability.
Yeah. That'll be what'll happen right now.
All right. The shield instantly up, instantly hit, instantly shattered, and is gone. Ah, I got one.
You said that was 48?
48.
So we're subtracting 33.
All right. The other one is a mercenary coming from the right-hand side. He comes charging over. 25 feet is just enough and charges in on poor Xander.
No!
Yes!
Where did you come from?
From the right! And he strikes at Xander. Oh, man, these rolls are being funky here. I'll do normal. Xander, 36 to hit.
That's it. Yes, it hits. Not critical,
Okay.
just hits.
Normal hit to Xander for 19 points of slashing damage, and then he strikes a second time
Stop it!
with a total of 24.
That's a miss.
All right. Xander, you get to get revenge. You're next. So you got this guy right in your face.
Oh my god, I have a hard time calculating things. Hold on. I'm not unconscious, you guys. I just subtracted everything. So I'm
Xander's
gonna be
dead.
sure. No, God, no, wait! That was 19 points, and then he missed with the other one. What a douche! And I will zap him with a elemental toss.
Hold before you do that.
He has a reaction?
He has a reaction called Attack of Opportunity. You are doing a manipulate action because you're casting a spell, and he will make a strike against you.
It's like he knew it. Is it my floppy hat?
Where's he at? Here he goes. He does not get the penalty. Here comes another strike on Xander because you're almost a critical. Probably might still be an 18 to hit. Sorry. 38 to hit.
What? Gee, 18 is much better. 38 is a critical hit.
It is a critical. Woo!
Dang.
Group is having some problems.
Sounds like your dice are having problems.
49 points of slashing damage to Xander. Kadoosh! Blood goes flying out. Since that is a critical, Xander, he disrupts your spell, and your spell is negated.
Ah!
You lose
You don't
the action.
have the, there's something you. It's like
There's a feat.
steady spell casting.
Yeah, I don't think I have that.
All right. So you lose that spell and the action. You can continue with your turn.
Okay, well, that was gonna be one, so instead, I will cast Burning Hands, mother
Uh-oh.
father! And I'm not gonna bother piddling with it being its own little level 2.
Simple
So,
level
like-
2.
Yeah, we don't need that. Let's go to level 4 for this one.
Level 4, he rolls a 32.
That's it. Yes, that's enough.
He
needed
takes
to
half
get
damage.
29, which is... Why is it hard?
He dodges out of the way. What's half damage?
He gets half damage of 36, so he will take, what is that, 18 points of damage?
18.
Flame damage!
All right. Next up, if the group hasn't had enough trouble, is this witch who's across the way. She doesn't notice the shield spell of Bali, but she does see freaking burning hands cast out from Xander.
Yes.
And she calls out, there's a wizard! And points at Xander and begins weaving her own magic.
No!
Xander, you feel some thoughts start to slip away in your mind.
No!
And I need, yes. I need you to make a very important will save, if you please.
Oh my gosh. All right, hang on. Very important, you say? Sure this is going to be perfect? It's a 30.
With a 30, you are afflicted by a feeble mind spell and succeed. With the success, you gain the Stupefied 2 condition for 1 round.
What?
That's with a success. And Stupefied 2 is going to affect all your intelligence, wisdom, charisma skills, most importantly, your spell DCs and attack rolls.
Oh my god.
That was with a success.
So
Powerful magic hits you.
After this round, will it be Stupefied 1, so it's going to graduate down? So 2, then 1,
No,
or is it just 2, then 0? Okay.
It'll just 1, and then it will go away. Then she throws at Bali a bluish, dark, very dark bluish flame that comes flying your way, Bali.
What do you want, Twitch?
And she wants a 25 to hit.
No.
All right. It clashes off the remnants of your shield and goes away. However, there is another one that appears up top. Hearing the alarm's been called. She looks and cannot see, though, the wizard that was called out because she was behind a pillar. Instead, she will lash out at the one person she can see, which is Palik. Palik, magic is cast your way, and it is a terrible vision of a underwater sea serpent somehow coming out of this pool and grabbing you, and you cannot quite comprehend that this is an illusion or reality. I need you to make a will save, please.
Nine.
With 29, this creature comes out, grabs you and bites you and tears at you, but it afflicts your mind and not your body. You are hit for 12 points of mental damage and gain the Frightened 1 condition, and that was with a success. So you guys are going up against some powerful spells these days. And then she finishes it off. No, she moves, so she's done. Not to be outdone, there is a third witch who comes out from the right side. She moves once, and she throws the blue-black fire at Bali as well. Bali. The little, it's like a mini fireball with a natural 20. 2 criticals in the dwarf's first turn of the campaign. Yikes. Bali, you have been lit up for...
Welcome to the party.
Who invited this guy?
I'm up here all alone, you know.
So Bali, just so you know, we always wait for Sir Brenrose to go up first. That's what we recommend.
I shouldn't have had me go first in initiative.
You are hit for 41 points of fire and negative damage. In addition, you are coated possibly with this flame. Make a will saving throw.
Make a will saving throw. I have them here. There's the save, there's the will. That didn't function the way that I had hoped. It opened a menu. I guess I can still roll it. Here we go. And that comes to
38, it looks like. Pass, you're totally fine.
Didn't see a number there. Pass the critical success.
And you are immune to this flame additive effect for an hour, so nice.
Okay.
Nice.
That's the good benefit. Sildren, you get to join the fray.
Good God.
Stay alive! Hit this guy with your sword! Keep me alive! Do something!
Quiet. I'm thinking. Sildren will activate his bracelet of dashing and cast a level 3 heal on Xander. Healing Xander for 38 points of damage.
Woo! Thank you.
And Shunka will attack the elite mercenary that's right there with him.
All right. You could get flanking, I think.
Perfect. Then that's what he will do.
All right, that's one action.
And let's see. I should have got the seagull. I should have got just, there was a seagull. It had eyes for me when we were sailing. I should have just taken him. But no, I get this worthless ass wolf.
You've had to carry it up a ladder. You've had to bring it down into a tunnel.
23 to hit with flanking.
Flanking, that is a miss. Now, when you activated your dashing, that gives you additional move capabilities, right?
This gives me plus 10 to
your speed. All right.
Speed, yeah.
Palik, you're up. People are getting hit hard.
I'm gonna travel up here to flank this mercenary with
With
a
balling?
new pal. Okay, Molly, let's clang and bang this son of a bitch.
Clang and bang.
Clang and bang.
Is that like shake and bake?
A little more violent. Ugh. 29.
29 is a stab and a miss. He sidesteps out of the way of your blade.
Perfect. I'll try that again.
So just the bang then.
Jesus. No, it's not. It's
No
a bad
bang, no
start.
bang.
It's a
Total
bad
of 20.
start.
22 is a miss. All right, Yaru.
Let me see here. I'm gonna go.
Tim, so the way this is going, the title should be The Revenge of John Cartland for this episode.
Yeah.
It'll be great. It'll only be an hour long. It'll be
Right,
It's only the
simple.
first
Nice
round.
short
It's only the
episode.
first
So I'm gonna move a total of 35 feet just around everybody to get to the north of this enemy with Shunka,
Right.
which did nothing.
That's the near one next to Xander. Gotcha.
Yes, to the southeast. And then I'm going to use my next action to attack him with a flurry of blows.
Oh, double hits
Yes.
with just one action.
Yeah, let me do that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Some table has popped up.
Yeah, there's some weird tables that are coming up.
This is what the hell? Okay, roll plus 21. A 31 to hit, and then only a 21 to hit on that one.
31 to hit is a hit.
Awesome. 31 hits.
Kill him, Dad! Kill it!
So that's 20 points of damage. Of that, 3 is cold and 4 is fire.
All right.
Does anything to him. My last action, I'll strike him again, and I'm also going to focus on the Magenor's eyepiece connection that I have with Sildren, and I'm going to begin communicating with Sildren telepathically so that the enemies can't tell I'm doing so.
Okay.
And that's a 30 to hit on my last act.
30 to hit is a miss.
Oh, okay. 31 is what we're looking for on those guys.
Yeah, at least we know.
And so I'm going to say to Sildren, I have the seed of an idea. If we can get to John Cartland, I need you to give the gem I gave you to Palik.
We don't even know where Junt Carlin is.
I know that, but trust me.
I will get it to her.
That'll be
Okay.
my turn.
Piercy, you are last, loaded with panache. What you got?
Piercy takes a sweep around the room, a visual sweep, and he goes 2 moves do the furthest. Witchy. Actually, is gonna attempt a tumble behind. Get behind
Nice.
her.
Okay, sweet. I just enabled quicker rolls. There was a setting they changed. I just tweaked the roll. Roll should
wow.
work faster for us.
So let me. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna have to. Whoa. I'm doing.
Craziness!
So tumble behind is gonna be.
Racing across the battlefield.
Where did he go?
You're on your own, man! We can't see you! Good luck!
It's a 31.
31 is not great, but it's enough. This is not the most agile of witches. He's gone! I don't see him!
And then with that 31, she's flat-footed with tumble behind, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, please tell me yes.
I hear a yes. Seth is saying yes, even though he's muted.
Seth is a liar, though. Success. If you don't have enough speed, no, you just move through their space.
No, don't. Did you do tumble behind or tumble through?
Behind.
You have tumble behind?
I do.
What's the feat read? That's a special feat then.
It is.
Yeah. That gives you flat. They are flat-footed if you're successful.
Sweet.
All right, so they're flat-footed, so that's a -2 to their AC, correct?
Flat-footed, correct. For your next attack.
Right.
So you just add +2 to your attack roll.
I did 2 moves. Final move, finisher,
Ooh.
is gonna be right here.
Good luck.
We need
Burning his
some right now.
panache.
Mm-hmm.
That die was all over the place.
So with +2, that's 40.
A total of 40. That has got to be good. That is a critical hit on a finisher. This should be big.
All right, so critical. Leave that button.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Nice.
59.
59 points of damage. You plunge. Well, what's the weapon they use? A short sword?
Short
His
sword.
tongue.
You plunge it into her back on the upper side and kind of do this slice down horizontally, but you kind of get stuck a bit into spine and have to yank your sword out painfully. She's badly hurt, still alive, but that was a brutal blow. Piercy is done. The round is over.
She also has.
Oh.
Or sorry, she has 1d10 fire.
Fire. I will try to make note of that. And Bali, you're up.
All right. This guy is clearly too dangerous for me. I will step back and away for an action.
So you're doing a step and not a move because he's
Step.
ready. He's ready to opportunity attack the crap out of you. All right.
Where are you going?
I can't deal with that. It's too stressful.
Guys, this may not have been a good choice.
To which I say, while I'm walking backwards or taking a step backwards, I say, you've seen too much, and poof, and I blind the mercenary that's in front of me there.
Oh, you're casting blindness upon him.
Yes.
Whoa.
What does
You
he
can
have to
do
roll?
that?
Yes, watch! Ah!
What does he roll? What does the spell say? Make a will
DC
save?
30, Fortitude.
Fortitude. All right, he has rolled a total of 27.
27 is a fail.
All right,
He is
what is it?
blinded for 1 minute.
Oh, that's the battle. So that's super bad for him. Super, super bad. And our house rule is he has to make a flat 13 or higher before any attack even has a chance to be rolled. That's
Right.
more than half his attacks are wiped out right there. Wow. Nice.
Job.
Next is that very mercenary. Oh, I can't see! Help me, witches! Help!
He's swinging right above Palik. He just doesn't know.
He swings once at Palik, and I'm rolling an annoying 20-sided die, and I got a 3. He misses right before even making the attack. His last action is to swing at the dwarf and misses because you're not there anymore, and he doesn't know. There is another mercenary, and he is surrounded by gnome, cat, and wolf. And he strikes at Master Yaru. Yaru, that's a 41 to hit.
Ooh, that does hit. In fact, it is just a critical hit.
Just a critical? And
Only
then
a critical?
Only a critical.
And then a 32 to hit.
Does hit.
And then he does a triple attack on you. Oh, and critically fails. He is flat-footed to everyone for 1 round. But he got a critical and a regular, so here comes some pain to the monk. Where are we at? Here we go. Critical blade. These have been big hits. 48 points of slashing, followed by 20 points of slashing. They're done. Xander, keep in mind, it's your turn. You're next to a bad guy, and there's a lot of friends nearby him.
There's a lot of friends. I can't. Xander's gonna 5 feet away. He's just gonna step next to Sildren.
Step away. He raises his sword.
Where are you going? Where are you going? And with that glorious line that he's just created, Xander will fire at the witch that's off to the northeast with lightning bolts. Hang on. I just got very excited. I have to damage. Lightning bolts! And firing. Yeah! Okay, so she has to make a basic save of I'm stupefied, so it's a DC 27.
She rolled a 27. The stupefied for the win! For the win! Half that damage.
Man.
14. Nice.
14 damage.
She does an air high five with the other witches. You go, girls! Wow. Xander is done with the lightning. Next is the witch in the center. I'll take the witch in the center square, please. She...
You fool!
Cast... Oh, that's fantastic! That is a great reference, Christopher. That's a Gilbert Gottfried, fantastic. Oh my god. Anyways, she casts they want to light. She's going to try and light you on fire, not knowing you're resilient to it. She throws a witch flame bolt at you, Bali. Ah, god darn it. It explodes in her hand and does 6 points of damage to herself with a natural 1. She then throws a second one at you, Bali, with a 26 to hit.
26 will not make contact. It goes.
All right. And then she runs away for cover behind one of these pillars in the back.
This witch is on fire.
And then the witch that Xander lightly grazed, she will... Xander, you're no longer stupefied, by the way.
Thank you. Removing that.
She is going to cast that feeble mind spell on you as well.
No!
Oh yes, you suddenly have this clarity of thought, and now you're going back to romper room here. You need to make a will save as your mind starts to melt inside your brain.
I've got an unmelting brain. Check it out. It's awesome.
Oh.
Okay, so it's technically a 32 because I haven't removed the stupefied condition, so it's 32.
32. You resist, and with success, you gain stupefied 2 for 1 round.
Man.
Do you not have will that presses you up into like the critical range or anything?
You know how some people have that?
I feel willy. I don't know if I'm.
No, I don't think he does.
I thought you had the mind for it, but
Just don't feel my willy. Just feel your own willy.
For her second action,
Free Willy.
she takes cover. So she gets added cover benefit from being around that corner. Next up is we lost a witch. What the heck happened?
Which went down to the bottom.
Why did she go down to the bottom? And now she's all over the place. She will go to 28.5.
It's the bottom witch.
I thought she was.
You just walked in it. It was such a good setup.
That is fantastic. The wounded witch with the huge cut against her spine. Oh, she is going to. Oh man, that is
Go
so
to
bad.
the bottom of the list.
She spins around and reaches out. Doesn't have to touch you, but reaches out and racks your mind with pain. Piercy, you need to make a will save.
Will save. All right, I'm going to do it. Here we go. Oh, it's on this page. Sorry. You made that comment about faster dice rolls, and I'm totally upping it up.
Oh yeah. It's all right. They're paying us by the hour.
Oh, there it is.
Oh
Will
my
save.
god.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry. Hold on, I clicked the wrong thing, and so now.
All right, I'm gonna make the will save for you.
Got it. I did it.
How'd it go?
32.
32 is a success as you are hit by this phantom pain. You take not a ton. You take what is it? Oh my god, not much at all. 5 mental damage. And you feel this lingering headache inside your mind, but it fades away as you resist this residual pain.
Okay.
Arg. She then runs away from you. We're just running right to get closer to her sister brethren. And then she takes 1d10 points of fire. Want to roll that fire damage?
It does. 1d10. Guy, right. Roll.
Just a quick 1d10. 2. Okay, and she does not get rid of it. Continues to burn. Sildren, you're up.
Sildren communicating briefly with Master Yaru. Can that wait just a minute on what you need?
Of course.
Excellent. So Sildren, gambling a little bit, is going to move here.
Where's here?
Let me, hold on. Sorry. And he's going to face this witch. And
to the
he says to her, always be yourself unless you can be a rabbit. And he's going to cast upon her Baleful Polymorph.
Yes.
She has to make a DC 30 Fortitude saving throw.
Right. This is the one that took cover on the right, correct?
Yeah. This is the one furthest to the east to my knowledge.
Cover does not help against that. She rolled a 24.
24. So for 1 minute, she turns into a harmless little bunny rabbit. She can spend all of her actions concentrating on her original form and attempt a will save to end the effect.
Oh, she has to burn all 3 actions every turn to try to just make a save.
Correct.
Ooh.
Had she critically failed, she would have permanently become a rabbit.
So close.
Okay. Wow.
And Shunka
Loves rabbits.
loves rabbits
Love rabbits.
and will attack this sailor that he is behind or near. I guess there's not currently flat-footed. So let's see what he can do with this.
You're just the worst. He's a puppy dog.
22 days.
22 is a miss.
Just turn. Come on.
Are you sure Shunka isn't like a chihuahua? Or
Yeah, it's basically his freaking pug at this point.
He's an adopted stray.
Palik.
Well, at least I've dealt with a witch for a short while here.
Wait, doesn't Shunka get 2 actions?
Only if I concentrate and spend one of my
Spent
actions.
an action.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
She's a little embarrassed right now.
Toe to toe with this mercenary. I want to because Bali took off. I'm going to attempt to tumble behind this person.
All right.
And does him being blind affect anything like that? Like, is he automatically flat-footed or anything?
You can just walk around him if you want.
It works.
Well, I want to get him flat-footed.
He is absolutely flat-footed. You don't need to do anything.
So
Yeah, just tap him on this shoulder, you know.
Then yeah, I'm gonna strike at him with my rapier. With a look at that!
God.
I'm gonna burn some halfling luck and re-roll that natural
There
one.
you go.
All right.
Yeah,
Terrible natural one.
can't get any worse.
This is true. 37.
37 is a hit.
Get him.
He's swatting away your weapon, but one blow gets through.
So 30, but he's flat-footed, so I'm gonna burn my precise debilitation to do 2d6 more damage to him.
All right. Every bit helps.
So a total of 35 damage.
Got it. And what else? That
And
was
then I'm
one
gonna
action.
try to do that same thing again.
Just skewering over and over again.
27,
Misses.
and then I'm gonna just keep it rolling.
All right. These are super hard, the triples.
32.
32 is a hit.
Nice.
Nice.
Not easy to do on the third swing.
Not at all.
So 35 damage.
35.
again.
35 damage on a third attack is sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. He is bloodied, but hanging in there. Yaru, you are down next to this mercenary and Shunka.
I'm just gonna step in here to flank with Shunka, and then I will flurry of blows once again.
At least a dumb wolf is good for something.
Jeez.
You could drop the wolf and pick
Still
up that
have
bunny
the-
rabbit.
I'm trading you out.
It couldn't be any less useless at this point.
I still have that menu popping up, just FYI,
Oh,
for my rolls. So that's a
50.
27, and then a 21. Sorry.
27
Yes.
is a miss.
Oh, damn! I missed both.
Is that including the flat-footed?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
21's a miss.
Damn. Okay. I will.
That was one action. You have 2 actions left.
Yes. Well, I stepped in. Is that not?
Oh, you have 1 action left. Yep.
Yeah. So I will attempt to grapple him.
That's okay. That is a -10. It's considered an attack.
Oh, the grapple's an attack. Okay. What about a trip or I'm sorry. Disarm? Is that athletics?
Oh my God. Disarm is incredibly hard to do as your first action, let alone
Okay. I
your
thought
third
one
action.
of those was
Just ask Idrisil.
Yes. I'm trying to remember what's the athletic check that I can get him on here.
Yeah, most of those are going to be actions. Feint is an attack.
Okay, I'll
check.
use my last attack action here.
Feint is not an attack.
What would that give me?
If it's a deception roll against their perception, and if you succeed, they're flat-footed against the next melee attack before the end of your current turn, not of use to you.
Okay.
Gotta
I'll
lead
just
with that one.
Yeah, I'll do my last one here.
Okay.
Plus 13, so it's going to be a 27.
28
I'm sorry.
is a miss.
What number is it?
And if you guys are having any issues with the roll extra window coming up, go to your settings. That's the P icon on the top right-hand corner. Go to PF2E player settings and check quick rolls. Make sure that's checked and hit save configuration. See if that helps. All right. Piercy. There's a whole lot of flubbing going on at the south around that guy.
Piercy is going to continue after the one who he began to attack. He's going to use one move. He's going to tumble behind again. That's going to be right here. Acrobatics.
Just quick acrobatics roll. Success. 34.
Okay, tumbles behind and then he attacks. So
and that gives you advantage is the goal behind that.
It does. Does it give me panache too?
I don't know. What were you? I don't know. It's been a while.
Did you say it gives him advantage? Gives him
you gain panache by successfully performing a skill check, including tumble through. Yes.
Panache.
Right.
Nice.
Wow.
Excellent. So I have panache. So my first strike will be.
Not to throw a wrench in that, but
Hey.
it was tumble behind, so does it matter?
Tumble behind is better than tumble through.
Is a add-on.
Copy. Yeah. Okay.
And there's Sauron and Sauron, so go there.
That's true. And they're different, but the same.
So first strike was a 40.
All right, so you panache, tumbled around through her, and then you stab her in the gut, wounded back a second time, and that is a critical hit on her.
Nice.
36 points.
And
No
that
way. Is that your critical?
and,
Nice.
and that's a critical non-finisher. But what did
Right.
that include your panache? Did you do the panache bonus?
Yes.
Doesn't look like it.
And she has persistent
Precise strike.
damage
Yeah, it
as
does.
well, which I don't know if she took on her turn or not.
She did. All right, so 36 points of damage. Man,
Second attack. Gonna keep going.
last action.
You like it when I do this?
And
No!
21, 22.
21, he got cocky. She slaps you. Bad mouse!
I should have used finisher. Oh well.
Next up is Bali. You're in the middle of the southern section of the room. You got some chaos all over the place. You hear some weird screaming and mouse-like squeaking up to the north, but it's hidden. What do you want to do?
I race into the dark. From here, there's probably some gluttural chanting going on, and there is a swelling light that starts to form around the base of this very sturdy dwarf as it bursts out in a giant beam of energy in every kind of direction. And there is a heal.
A heal is delivered.
To everyone within 30 of me, and I think that's everyone except for Piercy, is 27 hit points is healed.
Nice.
Ooh, thank you.
Wow, that is great. However, that heal to people applies to everybody.
Oh.
Yes, and with some mastery and conversion with the Stone Father, I'm able to redirect that energy. So as the beam travels out to the various enemies, it kind of creates this little hole around them, past them.
Wow.
Would everyone who wants some healing step forward? Not you.
Not you. Or you.
Not you, sir.
You're
Nice.
cool, you're cool, you're cool. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Great. So yeah, everyone get your healing. That includes yourself, Bali, by the way.
And I did, and yeah, that
Big blast of healing goes out. The mercenary who is blind.
Sildren cocks his head around and gives like Bali like, yeah, all right.
Air high five.
It's a bad boy circle camera motion.
We will not do any of that in this game. All right. What the heck? Mercenary was going. He is blinded and is going to shard. Blah, blah, blah. He is messed up with the blind. His one weakness, he strikes at. I can't even roll the attack. He blindly rolls a strike at Palik. He needs a 13 or higher flat out. He rolls a 4, misses. He then runs fully north just to get out of the chaos and instead goes northeast, slams into some crates. He then runs fully north to get away from this chaos and runs straight east and slams into a wall and takes 2 points of damage, and his turn is over. Next up is the mercenary who is surrounded but not taking a lot of damage, surrounded by Yaru and the dog, and he is going to show you how it's done and faints on you. What is your perception plus 10?
Perception.
It's on your main sheet. I think it's on your main sheet.
At the very top, letting it load, will be 28.
28. He got a 27. He faints right, and you just look at him and shake your head.
You faint with him.
Burns in action doing that. He will go ahead and just strike at you then and stop screwing around with a 40 to hit with his sword.
That does hit, not a critical.
You have been wounded for 19 points of damage, and a second strike comes slicing up at your forearm with a 34 to hit.
I'm sorry, what was the number again?
34 to hit.
34, that does hit, yeah.
28 points of damage on the second one to your arm. And takes blood from the monk. Xander, what you got?
Okay, so there's a guy just running at the wall. I almost feel bad for him, but not as bad as I feel about the witch rabbit. So Xander's gonna run forward next to Palik. Hi.
Hi.
Just no reason. Hi. And then he's going to go straight north, and he's going to fire a fireball at the rabbits. Yeah.
Okay. Whoa. Just, it does have a radius of like 20 that we realized is pretty bigger than we thought.
Yeah! Big radius is rad! So let me set up the radius. Why not? How about I place a 20-foot fireball right in front of Sildren, but not at Sildren!
Nice.
How's that look?
That's the center of a wall. That wouldn't work.
You don't know? It's a fireball. Fireballs are magic. How about that?
That would not hit her at all. There's a wall between her and the center of effect.
What if I put it right here? Everyone gets hit now. We're all friends.
He's getting pissy at me and taking it out on you.
He's shouting in the voice of the sky, like, okay, here.
Hey, I got a suggestion.
All right.
Maybe I should
fireball.
What if you did it out there?
Just tossed it way. Yeah, I can do that. I'll toss it way far away. We'll
You got line of sight.
Mr. Black.
I like that idea better.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's all do what you want to do, Sildren.
Well, let's do the thing that doesn't involve me being blasted by a fireball.
That's
You're in a pool of water. Chill out.
Or burn up.
What level is this?
This is going to be a level 4 fireball.
Okay, the witch to the north gets a 29.
Does she though? As a rabbit?
No, that's the one to the north. The rabbit.
Got it.
The rabbit witch gets a natural 1.
Oh.
Burn, bunny, burn.
So the rabbit is going to take 88 points of damage.
Oh, shit.
And because my DC was a 29 knocked down to 27, she would have gotten either way. So the witch above gets 22 points of flame damage.
All right, big explosion bounces off the wall. Piercy, it's close to you. You shield your eyes, but you don't get caught in the flame. There's a witch maybe 15 feet behind you, Piercy, and she gets hit for a bit. And everyone hears this terrifying, high-pitched shriek of a rabbit, but you see nothing left but some tasty morsels left behind on the ground. Well done, I might add. Not you, Xander, the meat. And then... it is the witch's turn. You can get rid of that fireball explosion, please. It is the witch's turn, who just got lightly blasted. Let's check her spell repertoire, shall we? She is going to cast Crushing Despair on Piercy. Piercy, all seems like it is for naught. Everyone has abandoned you up here, and you have a sinking feeling in your heart. Make a will save.
Will save for 31.
God dang it! Man, you guys are rolling great against the witch spells. All right, with a success, you cannot use reactions for 1 round.
Okay.
And you have to make another save versus this despair at the start of your next turn and possibly lose an action. That's the worst thing that can happen.
Okay.
So it's not that bad. Wow.
You don't- That doesn't automatically become critical for your will?
Not for will, no.
Okay.
No. Okay.
Reflex is automatic.
Yeah, my reflex is critical.
Cool.
This other witch next to you, she reaches out that you've been stabbing repeatedly and is badly wounded. She turns around and gently caresses your cheek with Witch Flame Caress.
Sounds awful.
And a 31 to touch your cheek. What's your armor class? You are muted.
Piercy, you're so quiet!
It's a 30.
She covered your mouth!
She touches your cheek. You are lightly touched for 18 points of fire and negative damage.
Also, you have to lose something out of your cheek pouch.
No.
What? No.
She
then
goes
you
in
get
and
random.
Oops.
You need to make a will save, Piercy.
Okay, another will save is going to be...
A lot of will saves.
Oh, that one's only a 19.
With a 19, your cheek and face are lit up by a translucent dark blue flame that does not burn on its own, but you are covered in this sickly flame for just 1 round, and that means you cannot be sealed, and you have weakness 5 to fire for 1 round.
Okay.
However, she then burns 2 actions. She's been waiting for this, her combo, and triggers Witch Flame Kindling. A creature within 30 feet of her that is covered in witch fire burns.
Oh no.
The fire glows brightly. You get no immediate defense against it. You take 5d6 fire and 5d6 negative damage, but you do get to make a fortitude save to maybe cut that in half. Good luck.
Okay.
Luck.
Fortitude save. I'm going to
Might be a-
use a hero point.
Great choice!
Luck.
A 4 is a little low.
As they say, can't get any worse.
All right.
Why?
You didn't critically fail. You did not critically fail. You take 33 points of fire and negative damage. And she says, burn!
Right. Okay.
Done. And Sildren.
I really want to get that gem to Palik, but there's so much else going on.
Lots of fire going on right now.
Yeah.
Good buddy trick!
So
Sildren, worry about that after the battle. I can see you're contemplating it.
there's another witch up to the northwest, yeah?
There's 2 up there somewhere.
there's 2 up there,
they
yeah.
ran up there.
Okay.
Guys, there's a 2 witches up here.
Sildren is going to move here. And then here.
So you're zigzagging across the room.
Yeah.
It's only 2 feet deep. Like,
And then seeing just the one witch, it seems like she's a little worse for the wear. Sildren's going to just cast Searing Light at her. So he extends his hand and just a blazing ray of light, tinged with the holy energy of Keth, comes forth.
Yeah, holy light.
Spell attack.
And let's see. I'm going to keep that 29 to hit.
29. She takes all of it in the back again because she was facing Piercy. Poor lady. She takes all that damage.
So that's 5d6 fire damage. Whoop, I'm sorry, I rolled to hit again, so let me roll the damage now. And she is going to take 19 points of damage.
Okay.
That was done! Fire!
You sizzle her alive, burning a hole through her back and almost wounding Piercy. Piercy, you dodge as a light of piercing, searing light comes through her. She is dead.
Fantastic. And then Shunka gets his attack.
Good luck.
For what it's worth.
There it is.
Hey.
Yay!
Hey.
37 to hit.
39 to hit.
39 to hit.
39 is a hit.
All right.
Do you even know where the damage is?
I have no idea. Let me find it.
Malik, you're up next.
Yep.
18 points
18.
of damage.
Okay, Malik.
And I don't have that. I've used all my actions, so it's just 18 points of damage, and that's it.
All right.
I'm gonna run up to this blind bastard, annoyingly making me burn 2 moves to do that.
Sorry.
And strike out with a 30.
30 is a miss.
Yeah.
You strike and hit the wall behind him. Ching!
Did you say he was flat-footed though?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
'cause
but
he's
it's
blind.
already calculated.
Okay.
Yaru.
I am going to. I will first do a 1-inch punch with my first 2 actions.
I think that is a great idea against these challenging dudes.
And that is a natural 20. I thought it was a natural 1, but it's a green die.
It had the weird symbol on it.
So that's
Huge.
a 41. I guess we don't
Critical
need to
hit.
say what it is. On a 1-inch punch
Oh,
as
too
well,
many
that's
ones.
41 points of damage. Of
41
that,
to hit with 41 damage. All right.
8 of that is cold, 4 is fire,
Okay.
and then I will do a flurry of blows.
Oh, that's sweet. It's a good
That's
combo.
my next actions, or it would both be third attacks, right?
No. Nope. So
okay.
34.
34 to hit for the first one, and I'm going to burn my.
I'll give you one of mine
Oh, thank you.
as well.
You rolled a natural 1 on the last attack.
Natural 1 for that last one, so I'm going to burn a hero point. Thank you, Sildren. Thank you, Sildren.
You're welcome.
Go ahead and reroll it real fast.
Reroll. That's a third attack.
Missed, but
Ooh,
not a critical.
20 to hit on that one.
All right, but 1 did hit, so do normal damage 1 time.
Damage for that one.
Oh, that was a good roll.
Oh wait, I'm
Wow.
sorry. That might be the. Nope, we're good. Yep. So that is 25 points of
Jeez,
damage.
That's really good.
And of that, we got 6 fire, 6 cold.
All right, the Shunka Master Yaru team finally kicks it into gear down south. Piercy almost alone up north. You've got one witch who's hiding left nearby you, and Sildren kind of being in nearby as well.
Alright, so Piercy uses a move to get over still has panache. He just uses a move to get over to this other witch.
You're next.
And there we go. We're gonna strike with the short sword.
Uh-oh.
Ah!
Nay.
I'll give you a hero point.
Natural 1, so spending that hero point plus 1 more, and we're going to re-roll that. 4.
Still
That's
take
better.
another natural.
I gotta get on the right thing here.
35 is a hit.
Much
Right.
better.
So we do some damage.
She has 22 hit points left.
I said we do some damage. 16.
Ooh.
She lives. I live.
Third move, finisher.
Don't finish me.
With a second attack. 28.
Hits. Wait. She has 6 hit points left.
Let's see what happens.
Come on,
With a
5.
Finisher.
Yes, finisher. Finisher.
Oh,
23 points.
There you go.
of damage.
Not a good finisher, but enough. We will end the combat there as Palik is able to get behind the guy she's next to and slit that dude's throat after him slamming into the wall a few more times. There's blood and destruction. There's the burnt smell of tasty meat, and the combat has come to an end.
before that combat ends, can I do some battle medicine?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, I'll tend to Master Yaru here.
Thank you.
Master Yaru, this dumpling of a dwarf waddles up to you and breaks out a knife and cuts deeply into your flesh. Deal 1d8 point of damage to you.
Ow!
He has an ability called risky surgery.
Why don't you say that before you cut into me next time, you jerk?
The anesthetic is surprise.
God, man.
You take 8 points of damage.
Do you have any catnip? Jesus. Keth,
For
sake,
that
man.
8 points of damage, though, I will be able to critically succeed doing what was the healing amount?
It's
At
on your
30?
notes. It's on your notes.
It's on my notes.
Notes page.
My notes page. Is that? Yeah. Oh, there it is. Here it comes. 62 points of healing.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Wow.
Thank you.
Sildren's like watching, like, oh wow, like,
How?
good.
There's no. Also notice there's no randomness to this. I will always do.
Yeah, it's
62
32
points.
plus 30.
That's awesome. Does that go up as your levels go up?
I don't know.
Kind of, yeah.
Probably.
So do we still have this guy in between me and Sunka?
No. What? Did I leave a guy out?
Yeah.
Let me
what-
check this out. Yeah, he was wounded too. We'll say
All
he's
right.
dead too. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, guy. I forgot all about you.
Malik would like to do a quick looting and then make our way further.
Yeah, and Sildren
Yeah, so
tosses Palik the telepathic gem that's connected to Master Yaru.
Is this for my birthday? I thought you
Come in.
forgot.
come in. Hello. Hello.
Why is it talking to me? What is? What devil worship is
Direct
this?
change.
Ignore it.
All right.
It's spam.
This is your
Hello.
conscience.
Is this what it's like to be a druid? That's the worst.
Is this what it's like to care?
Yeah.
Are you unhappy with your long distance provider?
We've been trying to reach you about your insurance.
Yeah.
Who's there?
It is Master Yaru.
You're like 20 feet away.
I know. And I'm like switching back and forth
It's
between.
that chorus effect that's really weird.
I'm like, I'm not saying anything, and then I'm speaking in my mind. No, so I'm just going to speak normally to everyone. Everyone, before we proceed through the next chamber to John Cartlin, allow me to share with you a plan that I have been thinking on.
How do you know the boss is in the next chamber?
I don't, but this is where he was last time.
This is not Double Dragon 2.
Hold still, Percy.
Yes.
Bali is attempting to heal Piercy.
All right,
Out of
Piercy, take
battle.
1d8 points of damage and then heal 62. He's just rooting around in
That
there.
is great.
That's some good meat in there.
I don't even sanitize it. Like that cat blood.
Ow! Ow! Hey, oh, hey, thank you.
Before we go on, Palik, you found, I put it in the party loot sheet, you found 75 gold amongst the corpses, and each of the witches had a greater healing potion. This is a potion you guys have not seen before. This is the most powerful healing potion you've seen to date. These heal 6d8 plus 20 health.
Whoa!
Wow.
And there are 3 of them now in the party loot sheet for you guys to decide what you want, as well as the 75 gold coins.
I would suggest maybe Xander, Palik, and Yaru, or
Piercy.
Piercy, Piercy, Yaru, and Palik, maybe.
Well, Xander, Palik, and Piercy, because I can heal myself
There you
with
go.
the
Figured out
focus
a break.
point, just in
That'll work.
case.
Well, we're moving forward, so
All right.
Yay!
let's figure it out now.
I'm taking one. Stupid witch!
Okay, so Piercy, Palik, and Xander.
And we didn't have the map set up last time we were here, but this is the same place where we walked through the tunnel towards John
Yes.
Cartland's
Yes,
chamber.
this place is known to you.
Okay. Yeah, so as we're kind of making our way through, I'm just going to kind of go over the thoughts that I've been having. So, Palik, do you still have the rune or the talisman which grants you invisibility for a time?
Yeah?
I think we can make use of that in this next effort against John Cartland. If you
What do you
use
mean?
it, if you use this before we meet him, then as we are talking to him, I would ask you to see if you can sneak around the room. Of course, this is not a guaranteed mission. Nothing we do is. But if you can place the gem inside of his pocket, I can speak to him and perhaps convince him in his mind through some kind of effort without fighting.
Next video.
I mean, that sounds great and all, but I kind of was excited to fight him.
Yes, I know we are very excited to fight
Yeah,
him.
we have to get rid of this guy.
We should get rid of any enemy who cannot be reasoned with. But I believe the more allies we have...
Were you not here last time?
Of course I was.
Yeah, we tried to reason and he told us to FO.
I believe this was out of fear. Not out of some showing of strength. I believe this new threat of Charais, this great dragon, and the great cold that we are facing, I believe this will be enough to convince him to join us. And if not, well, then you are in a perfect place to take care of him. What say you?
We can try.
I, too, do not believe he can be reasoned with, especially since he's already spurned
Then-
us once. It
Let's
wouldn't
at least go
further.
forward and see if this is
Yes.
even a possibility. If he's
And that-
surrounded by people, I'm not going to do it.
And at the very least, I can cause distraction while the rest of you prepare yourselves. And we'll, I guess, proceed through the chambers.
Okay. You proceed through the chambers. You move forward into the inner sanctum of John Cartland, the Pirate King's chamber. This is a huge circular chamber, big vault type thing with some big gorgeous pillars in the middle. It also has superfluous pools of water, shallow pools of water in it. There are a half a dozen, even a dozen different guards, some of those mercenary guys, more of those witches who are watching. They already have weapons drawn, but they don't attack immediately, but they are primed as they heard the chaos earlier. At the far end of this room is a huge carpeted section that's just been thrown in there. Some ramshackle chairs and couches that don't match in any way are thrown in there. Some throne that's been crafted or stolen from somewhere, oversized, has been thrown in there. And sitting upon it is this huge minotaur, big, tall, muscular guy, big, glorious, curved horns. He is doing some cocky King Conan, like leaning on one leg with his hand to his chin, looking at the entrance as you guys come in. The guards are all watching you guys, but they're waiting for the word to strike from John Cartland himself. You have met him once before. It did not go great. It didn't go bad, but it didn't go great. And there's one more individual of note, and that is also hanging from a chain and a series of chains upside down is your friend and his sister, Cabal, a minotaur who is wearing loincloth, upside down, bloodied, and there's chains that are wrapped around her legs, holding her upside down, and there's another chain that is hooked into her side, up against, maybe caught in one of her ribs, that is part of some sort of torture. And all is quiet as you guys walk in, and it's like a frickin' type moment right here. As the place goes quiet. And John Cartland speaks, and he says, "So you have returned, killing my men. I should have killed you when I saw you last."
This is my first time, really. I have the nickel tour.
If you would have killed us last time you saw us, you'd be dead.
Explain!
That ghost captain would have taken your head. We took care of that problem for you. I believe we offered you a deal if we took care of him. You did not take us up on that. So we return for your head.
You dare return for my head? I see you bring the Isle's greatest combatant, he says, mockingly motioning towards Yaru, which was a ruse that you guys pulled that they don't necessarily know about, that it's a ruse, but yeah, you're there. And you violate my hideout and kill my men.
I'm gonna do more than that.
You will not leave here alive. Sildren, by the way, I love the rabbit thing. Gain a hero point.
Oh, thank you.
Yaru is looking for any sign of motion from any of his guards. You said they're on the ready for his signal. As soon as one of them, I'm readying an action, as it were. If anyone moves in a way that seems edgy or sudden, let me know.
All right, we're in those moments in the movie, like the Civil War movies, where or the Lord of the Rings, or all of them, where the old guy just finally gets that nervous shot off and all goes to hell.
It's Brad Pitt at the top of the stairs. Listen, Willie, we got all the guns up here. You got all the guns down there.
How far away are we from John Cartland?
Oh, that far? 100, 120.
How far am I supposed to be seeing another map here?
No, I'm just roughly approximating.
100, okay, 100 feet's too far.
Yeah, and it's a big chamber, and there's a whole bunch of people. He says, and give me your name so I know who dies first, pointing at Yaru.
John Cartland. Yaru is going to. You guys just see a very bright golden light flash as Yaru casts 2 focus points, and he teleports 50 feet up and into the center sky of the room and casts wind jump as he flies. So I basically appear in the center 2/3 of the room by the ceiling, and I'm casting wind jump so that I fly.
You're flying.
So I'm burning 2 focus points right now at the same time to cast Abundant Step and Wind Jump. It says I don't have access to it right now. But I do so.
Okay.
And boom! Giant light appears in the room. And as he points at me directly, I'm suddenly up here above him. And I just say, John Cartlin, while you cower in this hole away from the world, the days have grown colder. Your soldiers, I'm sure, have told you why. When we came here months ago, it was for the sake of trade with the Grey Wolf and to help in defeating the horror you all feared that was Captain Jagged. As Palik said, we faced this demon head on and sent him to the seafloor. We are here again, this time to warn you. If you do not seek reason and join us, join Verenn in this fight against the great dragon, the old world will become new once again. What say you?
He says, I don't care about Verenn. I care about those who defy me, suffering for not paying me respect. And he points across to Cabaln, his sister. Has she suffered? Not enough. And there's some cranking motion, and the hook that's attached into her body pulls up a few inches, and she cries out, ah! And John Cartlin steps forward. You're kind of in the, you move forward in the middle of the room. You're over, you're in the sky. You're over one of these big shallow pools. John Cartlin strides out and says, get down. I want one thing from you, pointing at you, Yaru. I want your black claws on that wall as decoration. And he strides into the pool. It's about 1.5 feet shallow, water separating, and is ready to beat the hell out of you.
Well, if you think your men can handle mine, then you have yourself a fight. And I will lower myself slowly to meet him.
You lower down.
Sildren's drawing his sword at the same time.
There are guards that go off into some side halls. John Cartlin holds them off. There are witches and some other guards that close in, but no one does anything as the group kind of approaches as well, as there's this one-on-one. I don't know if it's like a standoff or a pre-battle or a preamble. I don't know. But right now, standing in this pool of water is John Cartlin, who is huge. Yeah. He clenches his right fist, snaps his wrist, and a shadow starts to go over his fist. He does the same thing, snapping his left fist, and a shadow. Huge muscles appear. I do have a map to show you guys. Well, who just signed right there?
That was me.
Oh yeah,
both
baby.
me and Sildren.
Oh yeah.
He makes a hand-waving motion to one of the witches, and she casts her hands, and several of the torches go dark, and the room darkens around the scene, only leaving light around the central area of the water. that you see. We have you and John Cartlin right now look at each other. There's a quietness for a moment. Everyone's gathered around. The witches are watching you guys. There's some guards and another witch watching you guys as the heroes, waiting for you guys to make a move. And you guys are kind of watching them a bit, but also watching what's going to happen with this giant minotaur and Yaru. Yaru, it's you and him, and I think you should roll initiative yourself, because this is important. So on your main sheet of your character should be an initiative section you can roll.
All right, let me see. Main sheet.
Yeah, it's on the left. It'll just say initiative. It's kind of middle left in the red section.
Is it?
What'd you get?
Not the one I click on, just the perception, or
There's a 20-sided dice next to it. You want to touch that?
Yeah, it should be right underneath the perception. Should say initiative, have a
Far
bonus,
left.
and then beside that say perception.
yes?
You see your armor class?
Yes.
Oh, you got it? You got it? All right. 26.
26.
All right. He got a 33.
Yeah.
John
Oh, I'm ready for him,
Cartlin
baby.
goes first. He steps forward just 10 feet, leaving a, let me double check that. Yeah, leaving a 5-foot gap between the two of you, and reaches out with his fist and strikes from 10 feet away.
Okay.
And punches Yaru almost with a natural 20 out of the gate, a 32 instead.
A 32 does hit.
First blow is delivered, and that is a total of 24 bludgeoning damage. And make a fortitude save, 28 or higher.
Got it.
Come on, Yaru!
29 and a critical
29.
success.
You feel those shadows creep over your side where he hits you, but they dissipate before taking effect. He then has one more action with a big punch. The Pirate King strikes at you with a 31.
That is my AC. That does hit.
Double hit. 28 points of damage.
Oh, God.
Boom, boom. It is your turn.
Okay, so I will note I do have wind jump activated. So does that take away any flat-footedness from this water?
The water's not a factor at all.
Not a fact. Okay, it's just
It's
shallow
so
enough.
shallow, yeah.
Okay, cool. I am going to, of course, move in one action to here, and then flurry of blows for my second action with a 40
40 is a
and a
hit.
29.
Is a miss.
Okay, 40 hits.
Oh,
Nice roll.
Nice roll.
That's a 27 points of damage. He does need to make a fortitude save for my stunning fist.
That was almost
I've been forgetting
max
to do that.
damage.
And 5 fire, 6 cold.
Fortitude save was a 28.
Okay, it's a success. My last action, I will move back 10 feet.
You step forward into the water, smash him, and then run away. I love it. I love it.
I didn't say I was going to make it easy for you, did I, big guy?
He steps forward with an action and strikes. Yeah, he's going to strike at you with another meaty fist. No, 27 to hit with his
Does
first
not
attack.
hit.
That could be a change. Oh, a duplicate. 27 to hit.
Does not hit.
I'm going to say you didn't step back until the last second. Then shoom, there's this part in the water. He gets nothing but air. Blows his whole turn. Your turn, Master Yaru.
Okay. It is about strength for you, is it? I will move 10 feet. I will move 5 feet into the air so that my feet are just at his head. And then that's my movement, also closer to him. And then I will flurry of blows.
Okay.
Not great on that one. 26, and unfortunately a 21. Both misses, I'm sure.
Swing, miss.
I just like float around him, and then I move all the way over to here. So I kind of just like tried to get around him essentially.
Whip past
and I
him.
missed my attacks.
All right. If you go 5 more feet, he has to waste an action.
Right here?
Yep.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was trying to get to that space.
All right, you move a little bit further. His turn. He steps close. He swings twice, this time guaranteed to connect with a 38.
That does hit.
Boom, Yaru is caught. The second blow is a 28.
I am hurt.
No, 28 is the second roll to hit.
Oh, I'm sorry. That does hit also. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does.
No, it
No, it
doesn't.
doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
I think
It did, and then I got the ropes, so no, it doesn't.
Right. That was 31 damage. 31 damage
Okay,
on the
sorry
blow.
about that.
And he is done. Yaru is getting low on health. John Cartman is looking good. No, Yaru, you're at 91 hit points. You're not so bad.
Sildren turns to Palik since she's right there. How long are we going to let this go on for?
I'm wondering that myself.
Wait until he gets a little bit closer.
I'm at 60 for the record.
There's a little bit of blood.
Yeah, there's blood in the water.
just say when, and I can make this a lot easier for us.
It's my turn, you said?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Move
Pretty
in.
soon there, Xander. Pretty soon, buddy.
And I'm going to stay there, and I'll do a 1-inch punch.
Move in. This is a 2-action 1-inch punch.
32.
32 is a connect with your big damage punch.
27 points of damage and a fortitude save.
Okay. What's the save he needs to make?
It's 24, I think. It's not super strong.
But
it is
all
there.
right. He needs to roll a natural 1. He does not. He's fine.
Okay.
Okay, that's a hit. You are done, and you are right on top of him. It is his turn.
Yes, sir.
He punches. No, he's not going to punch. He's not going to punch. He's not going to punch. He is going to feint to try and set up a critical.
Okay.
What is your perception plus 10?
28.
He succeeds with a 35. You are flat-footed up in the air, if you will.
Okay.
And so he gets a plus 2 to his attack. 33 total. Didn't get a critical out of that.
It
It's a
does hit, though.
And his last action is a second punch. And that is a 33.
That does hit. 2 hits.
Oh, big hits from this giant minotaur. Combined damage is a total of 49. 29 plus 20. 49 points
All right.
of damage.
Sildren gives the signal.
Through the gem, I'm going to tell Yaru, we're coming in.
Yaru, you get to finish the
We're not giving you a
round.
choice.
Say when!
No. Let me do this.
You're not doing great.
And I will.
I'm
use
preloading everyone just in case.
2 actions. Battle medicine.
So while you're flying next to him, you reach into your pouch, pull out some gauze,
Yep.
and heal yourself for 20 health.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Isn't the heal button? What's the heal button? I'll just do that. And then last action, flurry of blows on him.
All right, double hits. He's been blocking a bunch. Ain't blocking a 36.
36 and a 34.
Both
Nice.
hits. That's what you
Nice.
needed.
22 and
jeez.
Wow.
27.
We got some serious dice
Max.
tonight.
49.
49 points. Damage.
He felt the battle was over, and then out of nowhere, you've got this little bit of spirit to your step, still hovering over the ground, right? A few feet.
Yeah.
And you fly up and, kick him in the head twice, and he stumbles back, confused.
When will you learn, John Cartlin?
He
Sildren, he,
screams.
that dummy told us not to come in, but I think we probably should anyways.
I'm feeling the same way.
All right. Are you guys going to take some turns? Let's go ahead and roll initiative
Yep.
for the rest of everybody else.
As much as we want you to be honorable,
No.
Master Yaru,
Do
this
what you
is-
got to do.
All right. We are starting at the top, and that is Sildren. You're first.
Fantastic. So Sildren is going to.
It seems our friends are eager to join the fight.
Sildren takes a look at the witch to our southeast,
Let me show our Twitch viewers what that means.
and he says, "You do not look so well," and casts Blister. So she has to make a
I like this spell at all.
Fortitude saving throw against
Just
DC
make fortitude
30
save. All right. This is the witch to the south.
east, but standing beside the other guy there.
Fortitude save. Let's hope she's really good at these with a 25.
25 is a failure. She has grown a blister on her body.
I think it's maybe more
And-
than one, right?
Not with a failure, unfortunately. Critical failure would have been 4, but since she
Ooh, okay.
failed, she just grew 1.
All right.
And then, I have 1 action left. I'm going to use that for Shunka, and Shunka charges in and flanks. Where the heck is Shunka? Okay, Shunka, come on, buddy.
Kirtland.
Flanking
And
Jun
it's gonna-
Carlin.
Yeah, it's gonna flank Junt Carlin.
All right. Shunka runs out into the water and splashes through and flanks
And
has
then
one
gets
more
an
action.
attack.
All right. With +2 because on the other side of Yaru.
Still learning his character sheet.
Breakable.
All right.
That's all right. That's all right.
Natural 1.
Can use my
come
hero
on!
point.
Okay, so
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
do-
just got an extra one.
all right, yeah, I'll use 1, and
Yeah, take
Master
Yaru's
Yaru gives me 1, and we will try that again, Shunka. Try it again. Do better. All right, much better. That's a 34 to hit.
All right. Shunka races across the water and bites in with nasty teeth.
14 points of damage.
Nice.
Shunka says, kill not Shunka, Jun Carlin, kill them all! Kill them! All right, he takes damage. Next up is Palik.
Yep. So I'm gonna move in. Ooh, I'm gonna move a few feet away from him, and I'm gonna go into my armor and I'm gonna pull out a vial of poison called honey scent.
What? Is
Mhm.
this a contact poison? I thought it was
Yep.
a
It's it doesn't say how to use it. I just figured it was a vial of poison that I can throw.
no. It depends. I think that one is not. Honey scent is is inhaled.
Oh well, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Then never mind. I'll move in. I'll move all the way into him,
Okay.
and I will strike twice. No,
Elite
I'm gonna
charging with who?
move once, and then I'm gonna attempt to tumble behind him.
Tumble through. He sees you coming. He's gonna try and stop it.
Oh,
Ah!
golly.
Natural 1.
Oh no! Use my hero point.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna burn my last hero
Just
point.
steps on you and squashes you.
Yeah. And it's a 31.
31 is a success. He does not move as quickly as one might think.
Fantastic.
Tell that to Yaru, though, I guess, huh?
And then I will strike at him.
All right, you tumble through. He is flat-footed to you.
28.
28.
Yeah.
You swing, and he kicks water in your face, and you miss.
Yeah.
Bali, you are at 75% health. What do you want to do? You're standing beside this pool of water. You got 3 witches on the north side of the pool, and then a blistering witch and mercenary right next door to the south.
Fantastic. Trying to do this. What did we say?
Ooh!
That's a 30?
You're thinking a lot, Bali. Can you do something?
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh.
He's drawing some radius craziness.
This is where it gets weird.
He's trying to break the game.
I'm trying to break the game. Gotta do the read. Boom. Boom.
You do it.
That's off of. No, I gotta be standing in the middle of it. All right, that's not gonna work for me. So, get rid of that.
Oh, also, when all this chaos happens, the torches flicker back on, and the lights throughout the room come back on. Less
Right.
dramatic lighting.
All right, I've got him there, him there, him there. Am I able to get a line of sight to Yarrow?
Yes, because Yaro's above him slightly.
Okay, all right, then that works. So, an intense beam of light will come out and strike you dead center.
Yaru. It's
Yes.
Yaru. Okay.
Master Yarrow.
Okay.
Hold, please.
He's making his attack roll. He's still the Jesus. I'm ready now pose.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
The imagery of Matrix 3 is a little on the
I gotta get. That is action number 1. And action number 2 is this healing spell right here. 85 health.
Good God!
85 health has been delivered. Healing to Master Yaru. Badly needed, too.
Back at 100%, and I just kind of
Sildren's like,
the glowing
Thumbs up.
the glowing force of gold and wind all around me. I'm just smiling at
free
John
me
Carlin.
up to do some nasty
I know. Sildren kicks back, opens up a spell book. Let's see what I can do tomorrow.
Finally!
My schedule's finally open.
Fantastic. A huge heal from Bali. It is none other than John Cartlin's turn, and he is focused on Yaru. There's no reason not to be, and is pissed when he sees all his wounds have just healed up. God bless America. He's going to faint again. Your perception plus 10 one more time.
28. 28.
That is 29. He gets the feint on you. You
Even though he's
dodged.
flat-footed?
That doesn't matter when he does a feint. 33 total to hit.
That is.
Hits not, didn't get the critical. He's setting you up for critical, can't get it. And then a 23 with his last action. So he hits you once and hits you for 36 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That's it, though. He did a feint and 2 attacks, and he is stuck in the water. Xander.
Xander
got?
stays exactly where he is, looking at the witches across the water past June Cartlin, raises his hands up, drops them down, and lifts through the air like he's lifting something up, and creates a stone wall 120 feet long that goes from the side wall to all 3 pillars, 20 feet tall, blocking those 3 witches off.
How long is this?
120 feet long, 20 feet tall, 1 inch thick, 50 hit points per 5 foot square.
I feel both impressed and defeated at the same time. 120 feet long, so something like that's even 115. That's not even enough. So something like this. Does that look good? I put a little purple mark.
So I see. I have a yellow line, but my the drawing line's not working very well for me, so let me just get rid of that.
So you can drag my little radius thing around if you want.
Can I? Okay, so I'm sorry, guys. What token
No,
do I
this
need
is
to be on for
beautiful.
that one?
No, if it's a radius thing, it's the template, the measurement template, just like a fireball, but I did a line instead. So
Okay.
north of you, it's purple. It's purple.
Oh, I see. There it is. Great. Why do I keep making things? I'm trying to select it. I got it. I don't got it. You
Lots
gotta
of
get.
hit points.
Make sure
Why
you
do you want-
select off the measurement.
Okay, where do you want it? You're
So
doing
I
weird
was.
stuff.
I'm trying to not do weird stuff, you guys. I'm sorry.
Where do you want it? I'll move it. I'll move it.
If we could do 120 feet, the calculation I was doing, the numbers in my head was all across the edge of one round wall across the 3 front pillars. So it should be all except for one little alcove on the west.
That is 120 feet right there. Is that good?
Yes, but if we could shift it a couple of squares to the right, that way we just have that much more difficult terrain to get around, and it blocks off at the pole. One more.
One more. Got it.
See there? So now they can't get around on the
Super tight.
east side at all. All they can do is go to the west. Technically, I
Sweet.
should do it on the other side because they'd have to run further. But I don't want to make this any harder than it was.
All right. I think Xander's done.
You're sporting in your magic mayhem.
Master Yaru, you're up.
I just
Huge wall.
float down to his eye level, and I will.
April Fools.
I wanted to fight you myself, but since you are pirates, it seems nothing else can be done. And I will 1-inch punch.
Worth 2 actions or the 3 action version?
The 2 action. Thank you. 40 to hit because I'm flanking.
40 is a critically normal hit.
Okay.
Jerk.
Very well. That will be 28 points of damage.
28 points. Kadoosh.
Of
Big
that,
blow.
6 fire, 5 cold, and a 24 fortitude save.
Does he have to roll something to avoid a stun?
Yeah,
That's
that's
what we're
the
rolling right
fortitude
now.
save.
He got a natural 20. He's going to ignore those rolls the rest of the
Fair enough. The next action will be the flurry of blows, however.
All right.
The
I
next
like
2
he does like this big initial 1 hit and like these just
Yep.
trash flurry, just in case. You never know. Good luck.
Oh, that was so close.
And it was 18 and a 30.
Both miss.
Yeah.
You just hit
problems.
hit big
Yeah.
bronze muscles and nothing goes through. But the first hit was a good one. Piercy.
No, I'm sorry.
Yes. Piercy, you're up.
I think I come help you, Yaru.
And he's gonna move up to the Minotaur, John Cartman, and take a swing.
If I may, I think if you move
Oh.
to here, Palik gets flanking too.
It's all right. I can just move one over.
Yeah, if he goes
He's
right
good
here,
right
he's
there.
good. He's good. He's good. You're good. All right. Piercy, you do not have. No. If you move over there, you help Palik out.
And yourself, too,
yourself.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Why won't they
stay still?
Piercy, you do not have panache though, because you didn't do it. You're after you for this one. Just FYI. But that is a critical hit.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be. Oh, critical. Sorry.
It's okay. Ignore that
Do
and
this
roll.
Instead. 30.
Woo, that's
30.
a much better roll.
Yeah, big hit from the side. He's surrounded by wolf, cat, halfling, and mouse. You have an action left, I believe.
It's a bunch of critters.
Nice.
Ah,
Another
critters.
critical.
another critical.
Double crits on him.
Yee.
23. Oh, and
Oh,
he gets persistent fire. That doesn't stack though, right?
Does not stack, no. Persistent fire, persistent damage is marked. Got it. Good turn.
And then Percy just kind of
Um,
looks at him really closely like he's a badass.
All right, the mercenary guy. Let's see. What did he see? He saw movement there, movement there. Is running away more so from this sickening blister, and is racing up to this weird healer he saw, the dwarf Bali. Charges up right behind you for an action, and then swings twice with his weapon.
Ow.
Bali, almost a crit. That's a 32.
Hit.
Wrong one. Second attack is a 37.
Yeesh.
That's a critical.
What is the armor that Bali wears, just so everyone's aware of it?
Toilet paper.
All right, so yeah, he is not wearing anything pretty much. All right, you have been hit for 21 points of damage, and then the critical is 44 on top of that.
Okay.
65 damage by my math. Oh, slicing into the clothed dwarf. There are witches galore, and 3 of them have totally been screwed over. That is amazing. Let's see, what the heck do? They move. Let's see, one. Oh, sorry, having some mouse issues. Bump. One, waste all 3 actions, almost getting around the wall. The next goes 1, 2, 3. 3 around. They're having to run around this giant wall. And she is focused on the main combatant in her mind, which is Master Yaru. Yaru, you see the vision of Jun Cartlin grows even more enormous. His mouth stretches wide. He becomes this horrific illusion of this terrifying creature as a spell known as Phantasmal Killer reaches into your mind. Make a will save, please.
Okay. 27.
27. You fail.
Ooh, okay. What does that mean?
Nothing to worry about. You fail and you take 8d6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8d6 points of mental. That is 33 points of mental damage, and you are frightened 2.
Okay.
Yeesh.
You will lose 1 frightened automatically at the end of each turn. And that was her. The other witch runs around, wastes time running around, also runs around. That's 2 actions burned. She cannot cast a cool spell. Good job, Xander. Instead, she throws the witch's fire at Piercy. Piercy, fire incoming.
I don't like it.
It's fortitude or will or reflex?
No, it's an attack. 33.
33 hits.
That is only 8 points of damage. That's not a lot of damage, but you do need to make a will save. Pretty simple will save.
That's the will.
That's the will save problem.
You are lightly aflame. It does not burn you in any way right now. You're totally fine.
Okay.
All right,
It's like marshmallows.
I'm fine. It's fine.
there is one more witch. This is a witch who is covered in a giant boil down to the south. Does that trigger
It's a
anything on her
small
turn, or
blister.
is she fine? She's fine?
She is afflicted with a blister,
Okay.
but that's it.
That's it.
For now.
She also
She's
is
fine
going
otherwise.
She is also going to engage the healer Bali, who not only has taken massive damage, but you feel your grip of magic slightly slipping away. Make a will save as she casts Feeble Mind upon you.
What was that save? Will?
Will save.
Will save. Incoming will save is a 27. I think in this case, I'm tired of these witches. I will go ahead and spend a hero point here.
All right.
There we go. Hero point. Will save. 4 becomes 5. Hey, it was worth it. 28.
28 is exactly what you needed.
Was worth it.
Wow.
I've also
Hold on. I may have spoke too soon. Hold on. We got to go to the ref. The refs are going to double check. I think that's what you needed. Double checking. Spell DC 28. That is amazing.
Yes.
All right. With a success, you are stupefied 2 for 1 round.
Oh, wow.
How about a critical success? As
Why?
I've divined the ways through her magic, as I am very willful and can force through those things.
What?
You are unaffected whatsoever.
Unaffected. I like it. Unaffected.
Nice. You blew up her big spell. That is fantastic. One more thing happens. These were the last people to go in this turn. And as it happens, the witches were holding back 4 magical delaying auras throughout this room, prepped for the battle. They were holding it back. And as the turn ends and they start engaging, they release it to their benefit or doom. I don't know. Let's find out. An aura appears, against them. An aura appears around Sildren. An aura appears to the right of the pool, and an aura appears to the northeast. 2 of the witches are caught in their own aura, taking 8 points of damage, and their magic has a 25% chance of failing if it touches, which it is. It's like an anti-magic cloud, if you will. You can see through it just fine. Sildren, beware, you also take 8 points of negative damage, and any spells cast out have a chance of auto-failing.
Let's see. Defenders of the Realm, Champions of the Grey Wolf, Heroes of Navarre. Oh, I like that one. Hey, can you help us come up with a newer, awesomer title? Please sign up at patreon.com/Inglorious Bards to help us pay our way through capital cities and adventure through monster-filled lands. Oh, we can become the Legends of Verenn. Oh, I like the sound of that.
We are back. We're on the next round of battle in the inner chamber of the pirate hold of Juncarlin. Where are we? First up is Sildren. Sildren, you're standing in the middle of this weird blue magical haze. You can see through it fine, but your magic will be possibly disrupted casting out of it.
Yeah. Sildren kind of looking back and forth and around. Decides he actually moves towards the witches. He'll move right there.
Just south of him, about 15 feet.
And he has his bastard sword in his hand. And he from a distance, he just starts swinging it back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And every time he does, another bastard sword appears and starts streaking towards these witches.
Oh,
nice.
Cool visual.
He casts Weapon Storm.
Yes.
So that is a 30-foot cone. So let me see if I can figure out how to do a cone here.
Oh, that one I do know. I can help you with that one.
And 30 feet. Oh, he can just. So I'm actually going to step one.
A little closer.
Oh, it's so close. Can Sildren be right? Am I still out of the thing right there?
You are not.
Okay. Then I stay right there, and I am attacking the 2 witches.
All right, 2 witches are hit with a flurry of these swords that emanate, copying out from your sword and slam at them. They are making a roll?
Yes, they have to make a...
reflex save, I think.
Yeah, DC 30 reflex save.
Where is Reef? I don't see it in the description.
It's at the bottom. DC 30 reflex. Very bottom underneath.
I see it. All right. Let's roll witches and see what we got. If I remember correctly, they were a little decent. Let's see. 26 takes full damage. The other one gets a 37.
He takes half damage.
All right.
And I'm not sure how to roll 4d12.
You just got to, on the bottom, hit the D12 with your left mouse 4 times,
4 times and then click roll.
and then hit roll.
Where the hell is the d12s?
It's the one next to the D20 and the D10. It's in between.
It's little symbols at the bottom.
It's a dodecahedron.
I
Do
don't.
you have dice at the bottom right of your chat window?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
The triangle, the square, the
The dice shaped dice?
yeah.
No, I got nothing.
Okay, do this. Go to your properties at the top right-hand corner.
Okay.
You should, and then click on Manage Modules.
Is that the player settings?
Shoot.
Configure settings?
Under
Module
active
settings?
Yep, man.
Dice so nice?
No, dice tray should be selected.
I don't even see dice tray.
Okay, then don't worry about it. I'll roll it for you and we'll figure it out later.
40-12.
So much
4D
damage! No, 40-12. I'm pretty sure is what he said.
That is.
Oh, I see the dice now.
God damn it!
Go ahead and roll.
Oh, not working.
For 37 and
rolled.
half, 36, 18. So for 37 for 18.
Nice. Top
And
the most.
then
Got it.
Shunka will attack John Cartland.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Flanking bonus.
There's a degree of earnest in that good luck. Cool.
25 to hit.
25
Well,
misses.
At least he's
Bleak.
consistent.
Let's go, pig face.
He turns at that. He does not like that.
35.
35's a hit. You cut into him.
Percy peeks over his shoulder just to make sure you weren't talking to him.
No. So hold on, I got my 2
There it
extra.
is.
So nice. 36 points of damage.
36. You slice into his leg badly, and he is badly hurt now. Blood coming out of multiple wounds, mostly from the head where Yaro's been kicking him repeatedly.
Then I'll strike again.
Oh.
Yeah,
With
you
a
will.
33.
33 is a hit.
Yeah!
Oh, so
That
much
is
damage.
almost even.
For 35 points of damage.
For 35 points of damage, another brutal cut is delivered into John Cartland. This one's in his belly. Blood comes out. He quickly grabs onto his belly to keep his innards from spilling out, and he drops defenseless and dying, can barely hold himself up on one knee, and is lying there, or is kneeling there, breathing heavily, bleeding all into this shallow pool of water surrounded by people. His guards stop, even his witches stop after they're recoiling from these blades, and everyone's looking at this pirate captain. And a voice calls out, "Spare him! Release me from these chains! I will speak to my brother," says Kabong.
Bleak's gonna put her rapier right at his throat. Look at Yaru. Can you manage those chains?
I will free her. And Yaru will fly immediately over and attempt to gently and gracefully get her down.
All right, you unhook her and get that hook out of her. She takes a little bit more damage, but you get it out of her. She holds on.
I'm not
clutches on
slashing her with a knife and then healing her 62.
Only an idiot would do that. And then you release the chains and get her down on the ground and out of this. She pulls you close and whispers something to you, and it just essentially says, "This isn't the first time you've saved me. I thank you."
Well, together we can help save this world.
She walks over into the water, leaving a trail of blood herself, over to her bloody brother, who kind of looks, his head's down. He's still holding his innards in, breathing heavily, blood pouring out. And she stands over him and says, "Your greed has caused misery. Your greed has cost lives. While you sit in this dark hole with all your pleasures, people die on these islands. An army of dragons is at our door, but you do nothing to stop them. You sit here and torment me. But you are still my brother. You are no longer Lord of the Thousand Isles. Changes will be made, starting now. I will lead these thieves and pirates into better lives. I will show the people of the Thousand Isles what it means to be a part of the world and not just leech off its riches. And you, John Cartland, your life is mine and will be spared if you recognize your sister as the new Lord of the Isles and swear to follow me." John Cartland is bleeding badly. He raises his eyes to hers and says, "I do. Swear it! I swear to follow Cabal, the new Lord of the Isles, in all ways." Cabal pushes your rapier aside, Piercy, and leans in close to be eye to eye with her brother, and finally says, "Not enough!" and plunges her claws into his neck and rips out a massive chunk of his throat and tosses the bloody mess over her shoulder. John Cartland clutches at the gaping wound in his neck with blood gushing out and drops to a heap in the ground.
Kabam!
That was magnificent.
What are the witches doing?
They are stepping away from the magic swirling stuff, trying to recede and maybe in some of the corridors, but Cabal addresses everyone. "A new day is upon the Thousand Isles. Sheathe your blades and stop your magic. These are the defenders of the realm of Verenn, and they are friends to the Thousand Isles. Join me and make Port Rising into a glorious town and stop these dragons from assaulting our islands." And the mercenary next to Bali removes his blade from your back and sheathes it in his own sheath. The witches stop casting spells, and everyone, she's commanding the room, and the guards are stopping, but everyone's kind of watching what you guys are doing because you've got a hell of a lot of power.
Halik, the stone.
Hand it over.
Kaban, I am prepared to give this to you. Through our journey, though we have not known each other long, you have shown great courage, great effort, and tremendous strength. I would ask you not to hold this on your person, but keep it in a safe place, and should you need us again, you may always reach me with this. And I'll hand the ruby gem to her, should she want to take it.
This is the telepathy gem.
Yes, the Maginor gem.
Nice. She takes the gem. Thank you. We should see about cleaning this place up and making some sense of this chaos. You, and she starts barking out some orders. Get this body out of the way. We stop this freakish blue magic swirling that Tom has going on the map. and people start moving about. Guards are moving away, and some action is happening. She says, "Is there anyone here who can help me?" Pointing to her wounds.
I can, but I'm not taking my eyes off this one. And Bolly's still staring down the merc that is just right there at his...
All right, I'm going to move him 5 feet away from you just to make you feel a little better.
Okay.
Sildren steps forward and gives her a level 5 heal. Healing her for 65 points of damage.
All right.
Yeah, that's not bad.
You did shame me a little bit with your 80 some odd hit point heal.
Notice that 62 isn't -8.
You're still using D8s, are you?
That's great.
That's
Wait until next week when I expand my spell book.
She says, "Thank you." And they spend the next few hours trying to make some chaos out of this mess of things. There are a couple more guards that are hidden off in different corridors. There's storerooms. There's this giant tree situation. There's the town outside that needs to be brought into this. She starts coordinating over the next few hours and gets Fiel to start gathering letting the townsfolk know what's happened and gathering them for a speech she'll give before the evening is done. Anything you guys want to be doing during this time?
I want to have a brief conversation with her.
Okay.
Come on! I made a promise to you
Make it brief.
that we would. I made a promise to you a while ago that we would help you. We've helped you. I've considered you a friend for a while, but I want you to know, just like Yaru said, we will help you more if you need it. But please get everything in order, and the king will also help you do this by reestablishing the trade routes. And I think this relationship will prosper mightily.
I certainly hope so. The Thousand Isles are in debt to you a second time. Many lives are indebted to you. She pulls you aside from the chaos of movement and people moving things and action, even your team helping out and talking, coming up with plans. She pulls you aside, Palik. What is your recommendation for these dragons? We have a ramshackle fleet of pirates. We don't have much of a fighting force. I'm surprised they haven't overwhelmed Port Rising a month ago.
Well, for right now, until you raise your army, keep Port Rising, keep the Thousand Isles as steady as you can. We're going to see about the dragons, and we'll probably call upon you in the future for help. But right now, watch out for yourself, watch out for your people, and we will do what we can.
I think we will. I will have this gem, this magic gem, and I will use it by scattering Port Rising and getting everyone to as many different islands as we can. That seems the best course. Oh, here it is. And the mercenary, your favorite mercenary, comes up, Palik, with a chest and drops it down on your toes. Take 2 points of chest bludgeoning damage.
That's just rude.
And he looks at you and then walks away. The chest is opened up, and inside is some treasure in there. These are some of Jun Cartland's ill-gotten gains. The coins will be ours, she says, pointing to the pile of coins on the bottom. We're going to need that money. But the rest is yours. And you see there are a couple potions and some strange little shards, which you know can be sometimes valuable.
Yeah.
And then The guy returns and unceremoniously drops a section of leather armor that is blood covered, that shrinks in size to normal human size, having previously been minotaur size, and then walks away.
Thanks for not dropping that on my foot, you asshole.
He glares back at you.
She will look at Kaban one more time. We've taken care of this, but we have further pursuits we need to get after, so we will bid you adieu, and I hope to see you again soon.
She nods and puts her hand on your shoulder. She goes and starts addressing her people, but before she does so, she grabs Yaru and briefly pulls you aside and says, "You've saved me twice personally, once on the island of the dead and once now here. However, I did save you on the ship once, so I still only owe you one."
You only owe me one, but allow me to continue the favor further. And I will give her the map of the Thousand Isles.
Oh, sweet.
For your journey and growth in this land. I'll keep the page. I'll like trace over the little section for the. I don't remember if it was the Embrit Island or the Witch's Hut Island that we're supposed to be going. That we have plans to go to.
Chain Harbor.
Chain Harbor, yeah.
Chain Harbor, yeah. So I'm just gonna have that kind of in my mind as.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had this for a while, so I know all these places and
Yeah.
I've gathered this information. But I hand that to her.
And
This
I think
will
we've
also.
been there too.
Yeah. This will also be of use to you, more so than me.
This is impressive. I haven't seen anything this detailed before. Give yourself a hero point, she says. Go ahead and give yourself a hero point.
Okay. I thank you. And always
Cool.
remember.
Gather up the potions, shards, and the armor.
Number one! Finish! No! Yaru!
I love it. You were saying, Seth?
Just gathered up the loot and start, try to get everybody on the way back to the ship.
All right. The group is on the ship. You are the captain there. Gregard is there getting the foam runner prepared, and it's already prepared. They are ready to roll out at a moment's notice.
What is the hull situation?
Hull has been fixed and ready to go.
Okay.
Are you kidding? These are quality sailors.
Just making sure. I did the damage. I gotta make sure.
You guys are stopped. In particular, that would be Sildren and Xander. Before you go, a old human woman stops you and waves before you head out, and she comes up and says, "Where are you off to next?" says Fiel.
We must speak to the blood gypsy, and then perhaps to Iveron, or to whatever clue to this dragon's weakness that she may reveal to us.
You will head towards certain danger then. I wish you all the best. Keth is your god, so I will pray to Keth for you.
Much obliged.
And what god do you pray to?
Oh, that's a kind of a complicated question. There's a lot of people that I could possibly pray to. You just keep me in your thoughts. In your natural, elemental thoughts. That'll probably, I think that'll help me.
Right. Well, I'm sure it won't be too much of a heartbreak, as I had requested some travel off of this dangerous isle, but obviously I will stay here and once again try to keep Cabal out of trouble in her efforts to make a new home for all of us.
seems
couldn't
like
do it without you.
What?
She couldn't do it without you.
Right.
and it seems like Port Rising has now safer than it was before. So with this dragon about, there's very few places that we could consider safe. This may be as safe as any place there is.
I sure hope so. And I sure hope I see you all again, healthy and well. And she gives you a hug, Sildren, and gives you an adorably bigger hug, Xander.
Xander hugs back.
Yeah.
I know you're an atheist. And you guys climb aboard the foam runner and wave and depart. The ship sets sail, the wind kicks in, and you guys head off, heading for the small island with a small town where the Blood Gypsy is located, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
There's also a
Gypsy.
significant amount of Bali running around and bandaging furiously, which I believe
Sildren's done. He's just like wipes his hand of healing.
he's tending to everyone's wounds, so everyone should be at full by now.
Yes. Everyone is fully healed. You guys, it's going to take a day of travel at least to get there. Anything you want to do other than healing?
Piercy, that was awfully nice of you to leave your yurt behind to that poor old lady.
Just seemed like she needed it.
Yep. Hey,
Closes the door
Xander.
and starts White starts
Yeah.
weeping.
So when Palik's talking to Xander, she's interrupting Xander reading as he's going through the primal tome, as he's kind of poring over his books, learning more. Yeah, what? Sorry.
Got a bunch of stuff. Some more shit you need to identify.
Okay. Let's take a look.
Got some potions and some shards and this leather armor.
Ooh.
All right, Xander, you have I rolled those. Those are good. That's hold. Arcana. Gosh darn it. There we go. Critical success. I'll give you the next one as well. All things have been identified then.
Huh.
You have identified, I'll drop this in our party loot as well. Where's the little party loot sheet? There we go. You've identified a Quicksilver mutagen. We haven't seen a mutagen since the Jix days, everybody.
Ooh.
Tim, do you remember the concept behind a mutagen?
Yeah, so it gives you a benefit of some sort.
Brilliant.
But it also gives you some sort of detriment too.
Yes, it's the backhanded compliment of potions. This is a Quicksilver mutagen. It gives you for 1 hour, this is a greater Quicksilver mutagen, for 1 hour, +3 bonus to acrobatics, stealth, thievery, dexterity attack rolls, which I believe is only Yaru. No, I think it's also Palik as well.
Yeah.
It gives you a +3 to reflex saves, and you get a +15 status bonus to your speed
Whoa.
for 1 hour.
Sounds like a
drawback
great promotion
is-
to me.
The drawback is you take damage equal to twice your level that cannot be recovered in any way for that hour. And you take -2 to fortitude saves for that hour.
Seems like a fair trade.
Maybe.
That's a very Jix thing to say.
There's also a greater antidote potion. It gives you +4 to fortitude saves against poisons for 6 hours. You have found one of those shards. It is a talisman called the Shard of the Brave. It is a talisman, and someone has a talisman bonus thing.
Uh-huh.
Too. FYI. The Shard of the Brave, it triggers, you must have master proficiency in will saves or have a bravery class feature. So master in will saves. And what this does is when a fear save triggers it, you get a +2 bonus to that save and any others for 1 minute. And that triggering save, a success, becomes a critical.
Nice.
I think is what it means. A success. Critical failure becomes a failure. Anyways, you get what I mean. And there it is, talisman, one-time use. And you also have an oil of keen edges. This is a one-time use potion that you spend an action to slather over a melee weapon. That can include hand wraps, by the way.
Edgy?
And no, it cannot. This is an oil of keen edges. It must be piercing or slashing. Piercing or slashing damage. And the weapon grows sharper, more dangerous for 1 minute, and it gains the benefit of a keen rune. And essentially what that means is a natural 19 is also a critical for 1 minute.
Nice.
Pretty sweet. The armor. Cabal's armor that will resize as necessary when attuned is pretty strong. Some of the strongest armor we've seen. It is +2 resilient leather armor. And I'm actually going to rename this. John Cartland's resilient leather armor. So that is +2 to your armor class, and you get +1 to every save as well. And I know we have a bunch of people that could use that.
Yes.
And that, while that's certainly worth fighting over, Xander's eyes grow really wide when he identifies one of the runes. It is, in my mind, the most powerful rune out there, and you already have them in some of your weapons, but this is a greater striking rune, which adds a 3rd weapon damage dice to a weapon.
Wow.
Some of you have maybe 1. Most of you have 2 damage dice. This kicks it up to 3 damage dice. Xander holds this gray one. This is I think this is the superior version of what the king gave you long ago. Xander holds it in his hand and tells you what it is, and then shows you its duplicate twin. There are 2 of those.
Ooh.
They're so shiny.
Let the talking commence.
Who is a master in will saves? Let's get that talisman.
I am the weakest in will saves. I am an expert, and it's not great.
Sildren's a master.
As is Bali.
I was sort of not paying attention to some of that. What does the talisman do?
You can click on it and find out.
Oh, yeah, how about that?
Saucy.
This is really fancy armor, you guys. This is some of the coolest armor I've ever seen.
It's pretty great.
I wish I could wear armor.
I think Sildren might need that armor.
Yeah.
I think
Sildren
so,
could
too.
definitely use it.
You were
Especially in his reduced
Belief-
healing roll.
Yeah.
All right.
Leek is
So
good with her armor.
is that all right? You guys good with that? All right. Sildren's
All
going
right.
to take John Cartland's armor.
His armor class currently is 29. Take it and equip it, and let's see what happens.
Where's
Armor class
inventory
29
somewhere?
becomes instantly
I believe in you.
30.
a 30, because he had +1 armor. Now he has +2 armor, and then his saves all went up by 1, so his
Yep.
will save is a +23.
Yeah.
Oh my
Fortitude's
God.
18 and reflexes 20.
Nice.
It's fantastic. All
Anybody
right.
need some just run of the mill +1 leather armor? No? Okay.
Some lonely shop somewhere.
Yeah, we can sell those.
Can you toss this in your bag of tricks there, Malik?
Uh-huh.
The oil of keen edges, that's just a one-time use?
One-time
Yeah,
use
but
lasts
it's
for a minute.
Right,
Pretty
that's what I
freaking
meant,
awesome.
19s and 20s. That's
Do
great.
I need, so it's a rune. Do I need to have a spot on my weapon to
The oil of keen edges is a potion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just put it on the blade.
Oh, it benefits of the keen rune, but it's a potion. I see.
Yeah.
Here, I kind of would like the oil.
It is yours.
Get after
Let's
it.
please take it. Yeah. All right.
The Quicksilver mutagen, it's a one-time
Yep.
use. Okay.
Yep. Those are, if it's in consumables, it's one-time use.
Okay.
Who needs that antidote? Low fort saves. Anybody?
One of the healers should take
Yeah.
the antidote.
Wouldn't do me any good.
But you,
Well,
you
no,
give it
but
to
you-
somebody.
Yeah, you
give
can
it to
hold
somebody.
it.
Wally takes it and just drinks it.
I told you it doesn't do me any good.
Doesn't do me any good.
You kept going on and on.
All right, fine, I'll take it.
I mean that, or one of our melee people who gets hit with a lot.
If we run into any more witches, I definitely want to have something to keep my brain safe.
Were there some healing potions too that we got earlier?
No.
Earlier, yeah, but they got passed out.
Yeah, from the witches.
Oh, that's right. Duh.
I think so. Didn't
Yeah,
people
they're
take
gone. They're
them?
gone. They're gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Were
Yari
you
was really-
interested in... Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Yara's really only interested, considering the Quicksilver and the striking rune.
We're gonna have to roll some dice.
There's
for
going to
those
be some
striking
rolls for the striking runes.
Yeah.
Can I take this chart of the brave?
Yeah.
Sildren doesn't really need anything else, so
I
kind
do
of the
only
rest
have
is
one
between
weapon.
you guys.
If that matters to anybody,
You have 2 hand wraps.
I do.
No, it's one weapon.
Yeah, I wouldn't take both of them.
We're rolling for those.
Really?
Yeah.
Need before greed, people. Raid point counts.
You need both of them?
No.
There are 3 people who want them.
Oh, there are?
Yes.
Do you want to
Okay.
know who they are? Because it's half of our party.
I get it.
You
And
guys
there's
want to roll for those real quick? Let's get it
3
going.
people that generally fight.
Yeah, Sildren, are you going to put one on your broadsword? That'd be amazing! You use that with your cone of... yeah, use that!
I do it. Roll
Unfortunately,
a
that
20.
would not work in
Leek
conjunction.
got a 19. Piercy, Yaru, roll a 20. Piercy 11 and Yaru just roll a 20.
Roll. 14.
All right, Palik and Yaru get a greater striking rune, and Piercy gets next dibs apparently.
Yep.
Also, Bali, don't forget to go into the party loot sheet and pull that antidote into your character sheet.
We each get 7.5 gold as well.
No, I already took my gold out of that.
No, yeah, it was
For the rest
75.
of you.
Everybody gets 15. If you haven't pulled your 15 yet, grab it.
So where do I apply the striking rune?
Oh, good question.
To weapons?
Just I'll do it for you. Where are
Inventory
you?
somewhere?
Where are you? You are here.
It says equipment, so I'm assuming.
No,
Cool.
no. These are your hand wraps. Details.
Anybody want this mutagen? If not, I'll hold on to it.
I'll
You're
take
traveling around with a caged parakeet.
it. I'll take the mutagen.
Isn't that thing gone?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm
The,
just
the
looking at party
parakeet
sheet.
is, but we still have the cage that you wanted to keep so we could sell.
It's 15 gold?
Yeah, it's 15 gold each.
Okay.
And Palik, you also had the rune, right?
I did. I would like it attached to the rapier, please.
All right.
So everybody add 15 gold, and I'm going to get rid of the gold pieces so that they're gone.
I'm forbidden to carry coin, so someone
What?
else can have that.
You're forbidden?
What?
You took coin earlier.
It's an oath one takes when you're Stonewatcher. Forbidden coin. The Stone Father watches out for us all.
So how you buy the foods to eat?
I spend all the coin, so I don't have any.
Oh,
Does anybody else remember him taking a bunch of platinum the other day?
Yes.
I don't have any coin on my. I don't have any coin on my sheet.
Because we'll
Someone's-
take that back. We're fine.
Yeah.
I have no coin. I have 0 coin.
No worries.
We'll support you. It's okay.
Palik and Yaru, if you brought that rune to your character sheet, just go ahead and delete it. I've edited all your weapon attacks to include it
Did
now.
nothing.
And who has the warming gloves? Because somebody has those. They're still in the loot.
Well, I thought Xander took them.
I thought Xander took those as well,
Yeah,
so go ahead and
I
take
can
those,
have
Xander.
them.
All right, I'm going to delete the cage nasty parakeet, all right?
Yeah.
Deleting. Gone.
We have the cage, though. Because it's a magical cage.
No, it's just bronze.
No, it was because it like the bird never grew old
That's true.
in the cage.
Woo, dice.
Another fight breaks out.
3d6.
Okay. I
So
think
those
we
are
have-
striking +3 hand wraps?
No, it's still +2 to hit.
Okay.
But they have a greater striking rune within it.
Nice.
Yeah, you have a +2 hand wraps with a greater striking rune with a rune of frost and a rune of fire. You're just bristling with magic in your hands.
That's impressive.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do as you're going?
Do the runes or items count as investitures?
That is a great question, and I don't have an immediate answer for you.
Then I won't worry about it.
All right.
So Xander's going to do one thing. He is reading through the Primal Tome. The Primal Tome is a book that we were able to pull up out of Maginar's study. And reading through this provides the reader with +2 to the next 2 spell attacks or spell DCs for any primal spells that they cast. So on our way to the Blood Gypsy, that's what Xander's going to do.
Okay. Done. I'm quickly looking up that rune thing real fast because now I'm curious.
During the ride there, Sildren will pull Bali aside.
Unhand me! Oh!
Friend Bali, you do have, it seems like, a good ability to heal and rejuvenate.
I am gifted.
And that has been something that I have been aiding the party with, but if you are able, there are other abilities that I can bring forth. Can we trust in your abilities to keep this group of miscreants and foolish gnomes alive?
My blessings haven't failed me yet.
Very good. I will begin to carry other complements of magic to bring aid and to our friends and injury
All right.
to our foes.
I'm happy to carry the burden.
I will still be able to back up in some small ways, but I will not intend to be our primary ability to rejuvenate these fine people, fools,
I see what you're getting at.
from their wounds.
This is an honor to the Stone Father. I wouldn't worry. I'll be at everyone's back. I'll have all the healing done, tending to the wounds, and the seasick. You over there! Get away from the railing! Don't worry, I'm all over it.
I can fly!
I can't. No, I can't.
Great. And by the way, if the weapon or armor has any runes, that armor is worth 1 investment, not multiple. So you're fine.
Cool.
Okay. It is a late afternoon the next day when you arrive at a different island. A smaller island with a smaller town that is dealing with the cold wind. The places are closed mostly. You can see some fires in the from the chimney smoke rising. Your ship pulls up. There's just a couple little sad-looking fishing vessels here. The place is very quiet and just trying to just stay out of the way of the chaos of the world, if you will.
Here we come.
Yeah. You guys arrive. You know there is a hut cave area not too far away and slightly hiddenish, but you know the place of the Blood Gypsy you have been to some time before and got some information out of. And you head that way. I believe there's a small tavern here that you ignore and head up there, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Stop me if I'm overstepping. All right, you make your way through the some rocks up to a slight rise. There's a bunch of trees up here, making your way towards a cliff cave area. You can see out in the distance just cold ocean, a little bit of falling snow. You pull your cloaks around you tightly as the waves roll in. You can hear as you approach the trees and heading towards the cave of the Blood Gypsy, you can hear some strange little fluty music, playful little fluty music. And as you get within the trees, making your way towards the witch's cave hut, you see not far away from it, within a stone's throw of it, there is a small clearing where there is a gathering of people around a wagon, and a playful music is being played, and a little from a flute, and a little tambourine is played as well.
I wonder if that's a performing troupe. Oh, I hope they have a puppet show.
What?
Puppet show! Puppets, they're really good. There's like things in their hands, and they're little teeny people.
I know what puppets are, you twit. Why are you so excited about puppets?
I haven't seen a good puppet show in like a year. Longer than that. It was at Edlin Home. I remember as being really small. I was still working in the shop. Then I heard the bells come through, and I was able to go see a puppet show on a night that I was able to dodge my shift. It was the best.
I would think you'd see a puppet every time you look into a mirror.
What? Hey!
I don't know about puppets, but if they have ale on board, I'd be very happy. Way happy, very happy. I'm going there now.
I'm going with Molly.
Molly starts waddling off.
Sounds like we're headed that way.
All right.
But she's right over there. Okay. Okay.
Bali, leading the way, leads the group through the trees into this clearing not far from the Blood Gypsy's cave. In this clearing is a wagon with no horse anywhere nearby, and the wagon is a convertible, collapsible stage that has been unfurled like a Shakespearean troupe stage. The one section lowers down and becomes the stage. There's an open a canopy up above. There's curtains behind. They finish this particular little performance, and they stop with their flute and their tambourine. When they do so, there's some applause from about a dozen or so locals who are gathered sitting on some logs and some crates in a rough audience gathering facing this stage. When they stop doing the music, You can hear still, though, some soft, otherworldly music, just barely audible from somewhere above in the trees. And as you guys walk in, there's this slightly odd and surreal quality about this gathering that instantly gives you a sense of being still as the show goes on. You see amongst this group are several open seats, several people. Most do not acknowledge you whatsoever. Actually, none of them do, including the Blood Gypsy, who is sitting there and just with a flat affect watching this performance.
There is something amiss with this show.
Agreed.
What do you mean?
Do you not see the faces? The blank stares? There's something wrong with these people. They're affected by something, I believe.
Bali
Hey,
starts.
Troop.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Bali starts investigating these faces by getting up into them and, hello.
You do so, but you do so respectfully, as again, there's this surreal quality that makes you want to be quiet a bit as this performance is going on. And so you kind of lean around. Everyone is watching with a content look upon their face. The show right now is men and women on the stage who are performing a play, a short little skit that is classic old-fashioned Shakespearean style with simple props, simple music, quick little wigs, quick cloaks thrown around for quick changes, lots of theater of the mind as they open doors and all that kind of a thing. They are doing a play about a woman with a big golden wig who is running and jumping and falling over until she reaches a sick man on the ground. Bali is continuing to quietly check out the people, but you don't see anything out of the ordinary. The woman on the stage hands the sick man a potion, an empty bottle, that he pretends to drink. When he does so, he then blinks and then recognizes the woman and rises to his feet and gives her a big fake kiss. And then the flames on torches off to the side flicker out briefly, plunging the stage into darkness, and then flicker back on. And then the audience claps, and you notice in particular Sildren, because you've been eyeing the audience, there is a woman with ratty blonde hair who is not only clapping more than the others, but she's crying upon seeing that performance.
On Sildren's cue, Xander wants to start detecting magic.
All right. Xander, you detect magic, and it is such a simplistic magic. You're able to identify it as illusion is too strong of a word. It is essentially a constant prestidigitation of minor little illusionary auditory sounds or visual trickery. You sense nothing more malevolent than, I don't know, just it's like Photoshop enhancement for the stage, if you will.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
there's
I
been
know what
kinda-
this is. It's a feel-good show. There's a lot of different ways you can do performances, but a feel-good shows, they're always good. Whether you like them or not, it's just part of it. It's a feel-good show. You'll like it.
Not sure I will. This just feels odd.
Well, just watch.
Silver's been kind of keeping an eye on the Blood Gypsy.
Okay. She has looked at Bali, but doesn't recognize him. Looks over and noticed Xander from his loudness, and has at least seen him. But turns her attention back to the stage as the lead player of the troupe points his finger and gives kind of this creepy smile. at the blood gypsy, and the old hag furrows her brow as the players quickly reset and get rid of that wig and get rid of the little potion bottle. Some throw on different wigs, and one man gets on his knees like a boy, and they do another quick production. A woman takes the stage. Sand is thrown across the stage from their hand to simulate a desert, and she's walking and is tired and thirsty but keeps walking. She comes across 3 other women who rush out and surround her in a circle, hold hands, and circle around her as though they're casting some spell or some ritual. The exhausted woman in the middle rises to her feet and is accepted with hugs by the women. And the boy, the man on his knees, the boy is brought to her, who she runs to and holds on tightly with all the strength she has, so glad to have him in her arms. And again, the flames on the side torches flicker off for just a moment, flicker back on, and the performers stand up and bow at the end of this scene. And there's some nice clapping from the audience, and Sildren, watching closely, sees the blood gypsy is clapping with a single tear coming down her face.
I mean, you don't always feel good. That one was felt a little weird. I felt a little short. I would have added a little bit more details, I think, but wasn't
Children
terrible.
approaches the blood gypsy and, kind of quietly says to her, there is something we must speak with you about. It is of grave importance to the realm. Please join us. And we'll kind of gesture towards her cave or whatever the hell we were in before.
Without looking at you, she says, the show isn't over. Almost. Look. And the lead troupe player points his finger and smiles at Bali.
Sildren cast Dispel Magic.
Wally is trying to ascertain if this is a play of legitimacy, if you will.
In what way?
That this is more of a standardized method of doing the troupe play, or is this false in some way?
Okay. I will make a roll. Make a roll for yourself. Make a Arcana roll.
Make a what?
Arcana roll, please.
Arcana roll.
Or occult. Either one.
Could I throw another option at you?
Sure.
What about performance?
Yes.
I'll take
Actually, performance will be +2.
Oh, performance +2.
Good catch. We got to bring performance into it.
30.
Oh,
30.
32.
That is a great roll. 32.
32, yeah, 32.
You detect there is nothing unusually odd about this performance at all, other than how they try to get their ideas. What you recognize through both your skill in performance in dealing with your duties with your religious work in the past and your knowledge of magic, you see that this group of players are reaching out and connecting to these people to find out what they seek in life and give them a sense of what may come of what they would like to have happen.
Interesting.
And the finger is pointed at you, Bali, with a smile from the lead player, and you sense yourself thinking about what your future would hold. And the players quickly disappear, sweep the sand away, the women go away, the wigs go away, and they do a scene based on you. Describe what it is that these players do.
As far as future or past?
What you would like your future to be.
All right.
What do they do?
The scene is dimly lit. There are in procession torches being carried through through a winding passageway that they're make believe with, and they show the main character, and the main character is dressed in their fine garbs and being led to what they have described as the tomb, and there the character is placed upon the tomb to watch all the others that are around them. And then as he is put upon that, the other actors start to pretend that they are in fact the dead that are there, and the scene closes with him watching over it all.
Ooh. There is some claps, and Bali has a smile upon his face, seeing this imagery he has thought of in the past. A finger is pointed at Palik. And Palik, you are given a smile by the troop member, and they move away from the scene previously, and the torches flicker and come back on, and they enact a scene of your desire. What do they do?
So the lead female performer comes out with a sword, and a bunch of the other troops are dressed as monsters, and she dashes around and strikes these monsters down. And the flames that you were talking about, the torches, get a little brighter, and she drops the sword and dashes off her dark armor to reveal a brightly colored, very fashionable blouse, and these pants, and these very striking shoes. And this performer goes about to kind of comes, maybe a curtain draws back, and there is a bunch of piles of clothes and some tailoring instruments. And she goes back behind and starts fluffing these clothes and, bringing them up and making altercations to them, and appears that she's in a shop that she owns, and doing a lot, fulfilling her dream of becoming a great tailor.
Nice. The lights flicker down and off again. There's some applause. You notice that other members of your party are sitting down on some of the logs, and Piercy is one of those, as a finger and a smile are pointed at Piercy. The players scatter about behind the curtains, and then they come out and perform a scene based upon Piercy's desire.
Stage and takes center stage and just gets down on his hands and knees back parallel to the stage floor, and then out walks a very pompous, self-confident actor who then takes a seat on the back of this first actor and is acting very regal and royal. And one by one, different actors come out to surround him, and they play out different roles. Perhaps one is a very rich, wealthy business person, and another is a socialite, and there's a performer, a musician, a wizard, does some sort of tricks, and with each one of these people, the person who's seated there is being entertained and is giving his approval to each one of these people. And then finally out comes the last actor, and they have a wooden sword in their sash, and he pulls it out and does some sword dancing, and then bows to the king, and the king nods back in respect, and then that sword wielder takes his place at the right hand of the king and sits next to him.
Nice. There's some respectful claps. The torches flicker on and off. The performers scatter again, and they begin a scene after pointing at Master Yaru. What is it that they do, Yaru?
We see the lead actor almost magically assume that famous lotus pose that Yaru has adopted, but it looks as if he's on a tail, but it's just his one leg perfectly balanced. And so as the other actors are swirling around and behind him with blue fabrics representing the winds of change and time, we see golden fabrics and pieces of cloth attaching all over the lead actor's body, symbolizing just the oneness Yaru hopes to achieve with life itself, with the energy of all of being. As the figures behind him enter monk poses and stands, we see the actor is now covered in complete gold, representing almost looks like an honor crin, as he moves backwards, and the blue fabrics all change to gold, and it all just forms into one giant ball of energy, and greens start to enter, and blues and whites and grays as the gold fades, and it just turns into a warping, ever circling ball of Verenn, going around the actor, standing in the middle of it in his lotus pose in a golden form. As Yaru, his greatest desire is to become one with the universe and exist in all planes.
Small order.
That is true.
All right, there is applause. The lights flicker. An odd smile and a finger is pointed at little Xander, and the performers perform what kind of scene for Xander?
Almost in straight contrast to Yaru, that when the lights flash out and flash on, the first thing you see is someone shuffling out on their knees and throwing paper streamers in bright orange and just blasting them and hitting someone with a little horn hat on. He turns around and lifts a little wall of more bright streamers that go on, and everything falls down around him, and he tunnels across the stage. And then coming back the other way with a quick flicker, there's someone that's a little bit taller, has a little goatee beard, older looking, throwing bigger streamers of fire and still tossing them out, throwing blue waves of things, and monsters are falling down. And he gets a little tired, but you can see he has a cloak on and walks off the stage. And the lights go down and come back on in a third scene. You see an older person, a longer beard this time, white and gray inside of it, that long cloak. And instead of blasting other monsters, he looks and turns and starts staking steps as though he was walking on invisible stairs, and walks upward, miming going into a large door. And inside the door, it closes behind him, and he takes off the cloak, and he hangs it up. Takes off the traveling hat and sets it down, and sits at a makeshift desk with his great book in front of him. And what you hear storms and waves outside of the window that would be off screen or off stage as he writes in his book, and then closes it and rests, and the lights go out.
Nice. There's some applause. Xander seems content, and a finger and a smile are pointed at the last member of the group, the most reluctant to be involved in all of this. And Sildren, does anything happen, or does your stubbornness block? What do you want to have happened here?
So what happens is there is scenes that are played out. The props are a forest. Off in the distance, there's little, dotted village. Xander would be the only one to recognize that it's actually a representation of Edlinholm and or Bottom Hill Farms off in the distance. So they're in the Syrian forest. The actors there's 3 of them, and they kind of make a scene of sneaking, but it's not really sneaking. It's just they're moving to a hidden location. And there's a small temple representation there, and a bear is carved on it, which is the avatar of Keth. And standing before it is a figure in a moss-covered cloak with a headdress that's just antlers, so it's druidic. And the figures will circle around the temple and perform services. And then there's another scene where there's dangers to Edlinholm and Bottom Hill, and the 3 figures that are together go out and slay and protect the town before retreating back into the Hidden Forest Temple. That is a temple to Keth in the open forests outside of in the Syrian forest.
And the lights flicker away, and there is clapping again. A few more scenes happen with some of the locals, and once those are wrapped up, they break out of the more surrealness and start playing flutes and tambourines and doing the slightly uncomfortable part of the Ren Fair where they come out with a basket and are looking for donations. Anyone want to do anything about that?
Yarrow hands it to Bali.
I'm not permitted to have coin.
Xander puts 10 gold in.
Right. 10 coin are dropped into it. The other people give some donations, not as generous as what Xander did, the locals, but they take it. And the Blood Gypsy, she drops some coins in there as well.
Children
will do the same.
10 in as well.
Yeah,
all right.
Likewise.
Did Piercy do anything? You're on mute.
10.
10, all right. Nothing from Bali and nothing from Yaru. Good enough.
Oh, no, I said 10 from
all right.
as well.
All right, then everyone but Bali gains a hero point that can be saved until the next session if you happen to have at least 1 hero point remaining. Nicely done.
Being persecuted for my beliefs.
Get a hero point.
What's that?
Get a hero point if you have a hero point. Is that what I
You
heard?
gain 1 hero point. As long as you have at least 1 at the end of the session, you can carry 1 over to the... It's a
So
bankable
keep
hero
1
point.
tonight.
Okay.
If you have
Yeah.
1, you'll have 3 next session.
Yep. Great. The Blood Gypsy gets away, walks away, and Soldrin, you catch up to her. Yes, you speak of things of terrible dangers.
We have...
Come.
And Soldern will sort of kind of gesture to the rest of the crew to follow.
And she walks up into her cave, goes into the door. The place is a table with some weird idol in the middle of it. It's her bed is in a small corner. It's like an alchemy desk over here. Strange dead animal things hanging. Multiple incenses that don't go together well are all burning at the same time. And she sits down and puts together some makeshift chairs, maybe a small barrel, and get you guys all gathered around the table.
Ollie's still outside. He's arguing why he's not getting a hero point from me.
Okay. Bali is not. Bali's not in the room.
What are you talking about, Stone Father? You stone bastard.
Normally that's me not getting the hero point. Now you're the odd duck out.
Yeah, apparently. I'll be in the cave with him.
Oh, okay, you are there.
We have returned to you to again seek your knowledge and wisdom. The creature, the dragon Char Ice, seeks to destroy and bring the realm to ruin.
Ooh, you seek information on the dragons?
We do. We must stop this threat to the realm and prevent Char Ice from destroying what is and what shall be.
That is a dangerous enemy to seek information. Dangerous information to seek. Challenging information to seek. Expensive information to seek.
We will pay whatever cost you name.
Whoa!
He fails his diplomacy roll right off the bat.
Let's go.
All of the riches that this dwarf holds shall be yours.
I am forbidden to carry coin. Why is everyone tormenting me?
It will cost you a kingly sum of 13 platinum coins.
You know what? If this were not as important as last time, I would say that's too much, but I'm going to look at Sildren in the eye.
And blood.
And pay the price.
All right, we'll pay okay.
And more.
You said dragons. Do you have information on more than just this white dragon?
She taps at the little velvet pouch that's opened up.
I dropped 15 platinum into it.
Oh!
Here's the dragon, sir.
She quickly wraps it up and tucks it down into some nasty little robe that she has on and says, I will answer, I will seek, I will ask the spirits. Give the circle, grab hands now, grab hands!
I'm not familiar with this magic. What's she doing? What's her plan?
It's weird.
She has
But she
before.
helped us before.
You seem so sad.
I smell necromancy.
No, it's nothing like that.
Pretty sure that's not it. I mean, I can tell you if you need to know, but what you're mostly smelling is incense, and that's like 4 of them that are really not supposed to mix. That one's a berry, that one's more of a citrus. They really don't blend. It smells weird, but it's fine.
Smelling the necromancy incense. All right. Doesn't sell well. All right. She has you guys all hold hands. Bolly seems a little reluctant, but finally does. And you guys have formed a circle. And she has grabbed the hands of Xander next to her and Piercy on the other side of her with her dirty, covered, possibly warty hands, with her strange smelling body close to yours, also not adding to the aroma of the room. And she starts weaving back and forth with her shoulders and her head and says, Spirit of the Isles, we ask to find an end to these terrible dragon creatures. We beseech you, spirits. We beseech them, little gnome. Beseech the spirits.
I beseech spirits. I'm beseeching. I believe in spirits and that they should be beseeched rather than actually just trusting what could be, natural occurrences of nature and possible magics that are out there. So spirits, instead, you're probably smarter than just understanding and observing what's actually in the natural world. So we'll trust you, and I beseech you to impart. If we're doing this right, I'm beseeching for woo. And
He's gonna run out of air. It's gonna fall over.
Let me start again. So we beseech you, spirits, beseech them, beseech you. And she closes her eyes and then opens her eyes, and they're kind of glazed over. I see something. I see a truth, a possible truth. A path that may come to pass. I see a storm of snow and ice covering everything. But there is also a sorcerer standing before it. Someone new, someone unlearned, someone uncontrolled. But he unleashes devastating power upon a great white dragon. The sorcerer's power weakens the dragon. The dragon is hurt. The dragon is vulnerable. I see warriors and wizards. She's pointing blindly at you all sitting at the table. Oh, once the dragon is broken, I see them charging into battle and slaying the beast. I see you as the warriors. You will all survive in glory. You will be victorious.
Yay!
No.
Oh.
No, there is another path. You lie broken before the beast. You have not first used the great weapon against the dragon. The weapon is the sorcerer. He alone must stand before and defy this dragon. His power will weaken the dragon. No, not he. She is a sorceress. Someone yet not known to you. She has the power to break the dragon for you to slay. But she is not ready. I see she does not know her power. She does not know what she can become. She is not the sorceress she needs to be. Not yet. Her power is unfocused. She is untrained. To defeat the White Queen, she again points blindly, you must find this sorceress and take her under your wing. Guide her magic, show her the strength she has inside. And most of all, you must help her find the courage to stand before this dragon and bring an end to this frozen nightmare.
Where is she? Where is she?
Yeah, that's a good question. I was about to ask that question.
She closes her eyes again, her left hand still holding on to Xander. Her right hand lets go of Piercy upon you saying those words, drifts towards her robe, and whips out a small velvety pouch. Weaving her head back and forth, unable to sense anything at the moment.
Oh my gods. And Yaru will drop 5 more platinum.
With the clink of
see if that
coins,
does anything.
the pouch somehow instantly goes back into her robe, and she snatches on and makes the connection with Piercy again, weaving left and right. I see something. I see her eyes become white. I see a house by a lake surrounded by wooden towers that dig at the lake. The lake is far away, but not too far from a city of strong men and women in a bay by the sea. They fight as clans against the dragons in the cold. There are 2 kings in this bay, one leading the city, the other hiding in a tower in the bay. That is the region where you can find the sorceress. The lake is across the bay, southwest of the city a few days. At this lake, there is a family that is not a family. The sorceress lives there. She is destined to break this great dragon, but she does not know that yet. And she may falter if told of her true identity. You must be careful with her. The truth too soon will send her running and end in snow and ice. She has a burn on her arm. She does not know how to control her power. And she weaves back and forth.
I was thinking more like a zip code.
This is amazing. It's someone else like me. They're We need to find her like a wizard that she could learn from. Like Gabe. Do you guys remember Gabe? Maybe we can take her to Edlin home. Gabe could help teach her. He wasn't very good with me, but he might be better with her this time.
Why can't she learn from you?
Indeed, Xander, you would be.
You have so little faith in yourself.
I mean, I don't always do things right. My spells don't work half the time, and I get lucky. I still don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I have my magic. I can't teach anyone.
Trust you.
What, children? Go ahead.
I would trust you far more than an old man or any other wizard to instruct a sorceress.
Do you remember Callie and Varro? Maybe she could do it. She helped put me on the right path. She was really good at things. Really
She killed
scary.
you, if I remember.
Yes.
Xander, we all believe you can do this. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to become. And you can teach this to her. We will help you.
But first, we must find her.
Okay, let's find her. And maybe see if we can do some interviews on the way, just in case there could be somebody else.
Yeah, we'll do all the. We'll interview the fish we see.
I need Master Yaru. Make a society and a survival roll with +2. 2 rolls.
Okay. Society. Not great. A 17 for society. Oh my gosh, 17. I'm gonna use.
How about those extra hero points?
Yeah, let's go ahead. I'll use both of them. Why not?
All right, re-rolling both rolls.
Reroll both. Can't do worse than a 3. 23 for survival and society. 28.
Okay. Yaru, even though she's still in her little trance, and Yaru lets go, breaking the circle, grabs some small little incense tray that has a bunch of ash in it, and you see Yaru is making a bit of a mess on the table, drawing things out with his finger with this ash, and recreating a portion of the map he just gave away from memory. And Yaru, you are able to identify the rough location of what she is talking about. She has identified a city, which you believe is the city of Virik, the capital of Iveron.
Okay.
And to the southwest, a couple days, is a small lake that you have heard of in that region. It's right between the border of Iveron and Navarre, called Lake Pyre.
Okay.
And if anyone has the map, which is, I think, on our Discord as well, you can actually see that tiny, tiny little island in the southwest of the city of Virik of Iveron.
I see Old Castle Lake.
No. There's a tiny blip. South of the word Trothar is a...
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Awesome.
To the east of Brackenhill Keep?
No, to the west.
Nope.
Northwest.
No, not the southwest of Virik, but it looks like it would be to the east of Brackenhill Keep.
Oh, okay.
What was the lake called again?
Lake Pyre.
Lake Pyre. Okay, I'll add that to my...
I'm sure once we get in the
Okay.
area, we could ask for directions.
Yep. I was going to say we've been there, but none of us have been there.
It is good that you have studied that map, Master Yaru.
It appears I have a rough estimate of where we should go. However, we can get there pretty quickly. Should we make this a priority?
It needs to be.
I think we've distracted Bali enough. He was not keen on doing the task we just did, so we
What
should
task was
probably taking care of that foul beast, Jim Kirtland.
Ah, but you pursued dragons.
Yeah.
I'm always up for that task. This witchery may be witchery. I may not believe in what she does and who, but I'll always go after a dragon. It's dusty in here.
We thank you for your time. I hope next time we can get a discount.
Again, at the beginning of this, I asked you. You said dragons plural. We've heard tales of another dragon, a red dragon. Do you know anything about this other dragon?
I know lots of red dragon. Oh,
Grab hands! Grab hands!
And we do.
All right.
Yep.
She does not complete the circle as she has had to remove a item from within her robe and place
God
it
damn it.
upon the table.
I gave it to Temple of Solene.
Yeah, we got two people with no money now.
I drop.
I'll go in with you.
I drop 5 more platinum in.
Yep,
All right.
same.
She rocks back and forth and says, I see a serpent, not the queen, another dragon, one of heat and flame, a terrific beast lying within ruins. I see you ignoring this dragon at your own peril. But, I also see agitating this dragon leads to death. There is a decision looming just ahead. The path comes soon. Fight and die, or ignore and risk ruin. And then she snaps out of it, and her eyes become normal again as she lets go of her hands.
That was terrible. Those are both awful options. What's the good one? Where's the one where we're heroes and we're victorious and the dragons are on
Thank you. Come again. Our time has come to an end. That is all I can see. Peering any more would bring notice and keep me up late at night.
We shall not waste your time much further.
Your words have been very valuable to us, as our ample coin is more than proof.
Yeah, very valuable. Very. Incredibly valuable, lady. I'm going to take an oath myself.
I need to get into this blood gypsy work.
May the dark gods not see you in your endeavors and stay your souls from their clutches, and may my visions guide you back here once again.
Yep.
And poof, she throws
Goodbye.
ninja smoke fire, and there's a big explosion, and smoke goes, and after 20 seconds, she's still just sitting there waiting for you guys to show
We've
up.
already left. Or at least Sildren has.
The next
guys-
group, the next group
Yeah.
comes in. She says the exact same. I see a dragon. Oh, yeah.
You guys head out from our cavern and head down the slope back to your ship, and we will stop there for tonight. Thank you, everyone, for joining us our adventure. This was violently interesting, and we will be off next week, but be back 2 weeks from now, and we'll see you then. Have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Nice.